ene no eyadia ensem awure nam eye abafuntin tan so se curriculum mo de aba no eyade no eye single eye track ne penom chimse enye sa enete Dr. Mahmoud Baumien kan no ye Ghana mampani abedi akire so echemu se MPP amayoko na so mo to aba no a ende delegate for mo momode a entumo bia obetumi adi nkunim ede amamo
FM 98.9
Now amanoni semu no yebete se ede no Yera Zelensky no de asem no atudwa no chem se o hwe eniema hodro a Russia mampani do na yera Putin ye aise papa no asumdwe a omo pe no ono de omfa so sa weni awdo bi e ka ho enenda na pei mede ebesom se happy chokronkron kase no edikan me amede kase boya bebesom wedi amege so ene kachre akwasi yeboa Yensha kasiabona se emfemaun. Ende Ghana Education Service said yensema baba tudwa eno muchemu ese ende ensemo awodro ne namonten so ahne amanfo bi kase Ghana Education Service no eyade a omo curriculum omo de aba no eyade e betumi ahwe ama ende single track no ejan nanso esanse ye ne nim se omra free SHS ba yi ya disuan semende okono eye entraso suku no a ene emimu ko a na emimu abefi ekire ne emimu akwae se double track na eno na Ghana Education Service de curriculum fofra ba eno ya de betumi aboa na ndeyi adisuan ensem atumi akwa nanim eba ne entraso suku no a na wosensemi mu no ene amanfo bebre no a ekiremu ese we yade a ebeyi sa double track na firi honom na eno na Ghana Education Service and penny pa oni amansan edikita ho yera Daniel Fenye de abetudwa enechemu se sansem ahodo a ene na monten so ne nyade e no krenemom no curriculum foforo mo de aba no eyade a omo ko double track no ombeko so akọ ebebu omo na afi nso mo single track de da no aso no eno so a ebebu omo ti wedie etwa ha nkrante no fenu ebetwa afane afeina enunti so omo kase we yade ebeyi eye double track na free hono no yera Daniel Fenyi a ono ene amansan edinkita ho edema Ghana Education Service na echemu se enya de asansem no ye no krakra na emom no omo gusu a omo ye ntotoya hodo a omo ehwe ama Ghana ye homesua atumi agira ne nanso na emom ensem ahodo amanfo bi eka se Ghana Education Service curriculum mo de aba no ade a ebeyi double track free hormone no enye sa na ti anase curriculum no ade ede single track for nkwa na ebedu mi ochem se enye sakra na etie wo honom ti wei ensem ahodo bi a erada ne fanyi ka se oti sansem no a memfa na nibresem ade mpo a ensem edada manfo bebre na wo manmu enuti ochemu ese enei no Ghana Education Service omo ensemo a anase omo curriculum foforo de aba no ebetwa ha double track single track ebetwa nina na West African Examination Council ye twaditia from WAEC na WAEC for ena de provisional results de aba ene nim se BC for yenuanom ketwa omukọ suku ahodo ende JHS 3 for omukọ tron so hwin and they were for say omo the provisional results de aba and emimu kura akọ omo de ebimu ani age pa ebimu so de omo de awo ho se sim omo amitwom ada pa ma ebimu ntumi
FM 98.9
na BC so hwe ende wayek de provisional results aba montin and era John Kapi ono ene ne amansan edinkita ho ena ochemu ese eye West African Examination Council WAEC fun e de aba omo ahwe nim se yenuanom omo kotena se afi we ya de yi a omo kotworo BEC nsohwe no omo eye provisional resource aba na era kapi ensem no ochemu se suku ahodo no nyina omo nsohwe ho ensunsanso ba yi ye di ama mensi ahodo a eno suku ahodo ni nyina ewom afenso no wohwe mu a okyeremu a ekosi ase e do kyemu se suku ahodo enei omo twroye anase adesuafo twro nsohwe no e wa fiwe mu no eye mpimsia ene ekyere eye miensa afenso no ene a suku ahodo mo twro wo mu no anase centers ahodo miamia ahodo mo twro ye no nsumpo 97,250 centers ahodo na chese omo etran ya omo twro ye na ne nyina mu no chemu se ohwe enkrata ahodo anasa desuafo ahodo a yetwitwa twom nkrata mu a omo de no mo dos pa no kra no 718 ene ya desuafo nko a yetwitwa twom nkrata mu sanse mi mu ho no mo ayem adwense omo mfa mo adwensua de omo de apo be hye omo ho na we nso ya de a etia wayekfo mra ye de etro ensohwe no sanso ena ochemu ese eneyi ohwe ni nyina ese ne omutwitwa nieme mu a ene adesuafo no okeka ni nyina bobo mu
98.9
na je se 177 adesuafo no eno ne candidate ye twitwemu ebisu krampo de no eya de a subject no motwotwre no ene ya twentwan so kakra eno 1240 ene adesuafo no ebidia ya twentwan so enso subject no eno no sanso na okeka ni nyina bomu ene adesuafo ni nyina no omo nso mo de ya twentwan so 93 ntomu krampo de omo nhyeda enno so sa enunti wayek de aba omo ehwemu ese enei wo honom a na nso akwa de na wehu se utwa ya na se wentwa na meke kra de ebi mu kra mpo adi kanya omo akwa omo de age se ebi mu ani age ebi mu nso eguso a tri ni so ni ade a na yenko ensempofro mu edia enei Ghana Police Service yera IGP dano watikuo bi omo ede akuatia eye galamsey na ekwei na chese omo ade dwumaso no bi ene pani odakuo na no ASP Bawa Abdul Jalil na ochemu se omo dodo no krom ye aduasa eye enson 37 ena chese omo abuawura sante achim south mensin mu na ne nyina ya galamsey mpese omutu ase ewo man mu no na omukoye no ene omachichi afoforo ena afenso no eniema hudo bi omonsa atumi aka ene excavator si mienu omo atumi ache ai ne yomo hwe nim se saafo no yade de be ma omo nne ede ama omo ochena we ni ayade omo hwe atumi ade akoatia eye galamsey ama Ghanafo ehu atumi atomo na wo sensemi mu no ene uhwemu a adwuma mu di ye ne ukọ eye atani ata we kokofuo bi e wo honom na atani ata honom no na chese amanfo bi tu galamsey wo honom a chese enya asam keto akro mo ani brabre no na era Jalil ene ne nkrofo tax force fu yi na chese mmomodin a ekopemu honom a omo achichichi nkrofo achi eye excavators ahodo de aka ho na womra one nsemtwofo etwetwe nkomo ede afansem we hu no ode tudwasen
mining site located at Sanchatim South district. You can all see what has happened, the degradation that has caused to this area. Our intel that we pick indicate that there was some group of illegal miners together with foreign Chinese nationals who were here. Upon our movement together with the intelligence team to this area, Unfortunately, the community that we passed through before we came to this place had already called the illegal miners. And before we got to this place, you can see the fresh movement of the machines, and the machines are still hot. They have disabled the machines, and they have eventually run away into the bush. And then we have met the machines, and we are trying, technical team are trying to put everything in place, the mechanism in place for us to start the machines. It's unfortunate. I think the fight against illegal mining is not just the government decision or instruction and the police enforcement of the law, but we need the opinion leaders, the traditional authority, to also live up to their expectation to make sure that they support the government and the police service in making sure we stop the illegal mining.
ASP Bawa Abdul Jalil Lono and Penia or da a tax force omu to galamse yase nene ena yeti
Kasiebo ansenkwa dwonto eni hwremani mu happy kasiebo mu twere konkron yenyi bi mfiri yemfa bi nka ho so emu da ho krojen.
Happy Cassia, I know a chokron de di kan. And one was sugusu a wutie. Na yentra so enfama de Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Ono yen kana mampani abedi echire, ono kro yanso. Ena afie twemu ye tro aba no otu franka. Edi ama osunkokroko MPP amayokuo. Na ono na nde ode nsam atodwa ena ochire mu ese. MPP amayoko no hia nka bomu pa esanse yame adromo a mfimpi mienu ne aduonum enwotwe aba ye beto no MPP amayoko no emfa na hogoro so eyabe mu beden edi amomo panti se ba ne se enka bomu antumi amba mu a ene entwodi mbekọ so edi pa no mu so mu mpeso mbedi ntwo enti Dr. Mahmoud Baumia edi ato mu anim se Omunsha na entanta bi ewo muntim bia no musiesie na ne enkabom emra sanse praye wo hoyi uyi ba kwande odonsa bomu apa na ebunamum ekabom a machofo be yaduasa ekabom kromuntumi mum na no ene betumi aboa na MPP atumi adi nkonim ti se ba ne se bia we free ha eno emmoa we wo sum we mu wo sum we mu no eno no so kra de na ese yasem no kra eno nti watoto asere se wo mra yame adom afie besiw no ombeto aba ede ayi obi obetu franka de amom no enka bomu anom hia na ne kase pampo no eya aba ye beto no wo mfimpi mienu ne aduonum wo twene mu ompese omutu eni siamayokuo efra ben mu no eno nti se ba ne sana se omo antumi anka omo ho amomu a ene omo be wa enna ne vuvu da banche no ane beye eno nti ototo sere se enka bomu brode nsem weni atuga o New York abrochire memu womra MPP amayoko no no mudi omo afia no etoso aduasa miensa a chese amayoko no ochemu se wohwa amayoko na bakosem ne ade a omo kabom ko an omo tumidi nkunim ye mfato ho bi kra chem so won fimpi mienu ni edunsia mu na afenso no eduonum mu ne eduone nan po a bato atri ya mu di ntwi samli nya na nka bom ho nanso no entwo ne ba ye de nanso ototo sere se enka bom ne munya den pa se entampe na entumi mwa na MPP amayoku no eni enkunim. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ensemo na eda so ejine mu. Osan ya de atodwa na ochemu ese. Ene no ye ba no se oman mu a titire pan ne MPP amayoko no ye betumi abo mu ene se ma obia enfa osumu enya manyosem isanse obia wo bebi ofi ene obia so ne osumu a owo mu ho so no hoto no enti se bia me pese me ye muslimini a na nso uye kristoni a we nya manyosem a ye de ba beye se na dabi. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eda so a wo New York a ode ensam atudwa wo MPP amayoko no afɔn mo de ɔmo wɔ abrokyima mu York hɔnom no ɛna ɔkyɛ mu sɛ ɛnɛ yi sɛ yɛde ɔsom papa mu ɛba amanyɔsɛm mu a ɛbɛha paa ɛna afei nso no weefiri ha ɛno nso yɛ adeɛ ɛbɛha ɔmo na ɔno kora mpo no a ɔyɛ mamprosini no ɛnya adeɛ a ɔno no de ɔsom mu papa mu anaasɛ weefiri ha bɛba ɔnyɛ bi da ɛno nti ɔtɔ srɛ sɛ MPP amayɛkɔ no mu mma nso sɛne ɔno no nyɛ no saa na ɔhwɛ sɛ ma obia mpo so ɛnyɛ sɛ ɛsiane sɛ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wobɛkɔ Pentecost asɔredam no gyina mu him handkerchief a wobɛka sɛ ɔnyɛ Allahu Akbar da saa na nka ɔpɛ no sɛ nka bebiara bɛkama ɛde ama MPP amayɛkɔ no na weekura yɛ nsɛm a afa bi a ɛno kora mpo no yɛwura asoma kyerɛ me mo keka kan ne adeɛ no kyɛm so saa nsɛm no nyinaa no ɛmmoa wahu enti saa ɔsom mpapa mu no deɛ ɔmo nhwɛ na ɔmo nyae sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a MPP amayɛkɔ no ɛbɛtumi akɔ n'anim.
Kaseɛbɔ ansɛnkwa dwontoɔ ɛne hwɛmani mu happy kaseɛbɔ mu twɛ kronkron yɛnyi bi mfiri yɛmfa bi nka ho nso ɛmu da hɔ korɔgyen.
Yɛnkɔ wie kaseɛbɔ no ɛwɔ abrokyima mu na Ukraine mampani Yewura Zelensky ɔno ɛna ɔde nsɛm ato dwa ɔmmerɛ osia nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ ɛna ɔkyerɛ mu ɛsɛ wohwɛ nneɛma a Russia mampani Yewura Vladimir Putin ɛyɛ a ɛne ne nsɛm keka ne n'aho keka bi a ayɛ sɛ papa no ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmbɛ nom asomdwoeɛ bua no ɔmpɛ ntokwa no a ɛna ɔpɛ sɛ kɔ so na wei nyinaa yɛ ade a Yewura Donald Trump US mampani ahwɛ sɛ ɛnka Yewura Zelensky ne Putin ɔmbɛhyia na nka anobaaba bi atumi akɔ so na nka ɔmo asiesie san sɛ asɛm no te sɛ nkora nyɛ sekan ɛne ɛde bɛtwam ano ya ne ɛde bɛka ama asomdwoeɛ aba nanso Yewura Zelensky kyɛ mu sɛ ɔne ohu ne sɛ papa no yɛfrɛ no Putin no ɔyɛ n'adwene sɛ ɔpa asomdwoeɛ bi ɛnɛ apɛ no kyena ntokwa yɛ ne dɛ koraa sen biribi a ɛwɔ wiase mu ɛno nti ɔno de ohu ne saa nti wadoto asrɛ sɛ ndeɛ sɛnea nka Yewura ɛyɛ Donald Trump pɛ no ɔmmea n'ani nyɛ ne saa na Putin na ɔte hɔnom no kyerɛ sɛ ɔte ntokwa a nneɛma ɛwɔ ne mu na n'ani agye paa nti ɔno no ɛha no to ɔhwɛ sɛ onka asomdwoeɛ bɛtumi aba nso Zelensky hu ne sɛ Putin no ɔnyɛ krado sɛ asomdwoeɛ bɛtumi aba yɛmfa kasɛbɔ ne nyinaa ɛnsi ɛna nɔpɛ yi ɛwɔ happy 98.9 FM so nsɛm ahodoɔ di kasɛbɔ no mu akotene ebi ɛne sɛnde Ghana Education Service de nsɛm ato dwa kyɛm sɛ kayo kɔlɔm foforɔ mo de aba no ɛnyɛ adeɛ yi double track no ɛde afiri hɔnom saa nso ɛna Ghana mampani ɛnka no Ghana mampani abɛdi akyire ɛno ɔno kora yɛ ɛtu franka ɛde ma MPP amayɛkɔ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia akyerɛ sɛ MPP amayɛkɔ ne sɛ asomdwoeɛ ɛba
Happy FM 98.9.
yɛde asi na mmom no me a mede kaseɛbɔ yi yɛbɛsom wɔ na pii yɛdi a megye so ɛne kakyire akwasi yɛboa mesɔre so yi deɛ na Yewura Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah ɔne Madam Fatisha Ibu Ali ɛna afei nso Prince Puakwa Brown ɛbɛtena ase na happy morning show no nso ɛtumi ato aso ma obi bia mo ne ti a adehye
wazaba sawa bonyuma dompe ya kukompo so bizasa chiniye nimdawa bombonchen nkasi ya bonsusuwa A1 agopura memu samsu shunku Happy FM wazabo Happy FM Nijenkwa.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
So pesa otensa mu ebochi kobremai. Ewo my kronkron Ghana mu. Enyompa, enim pensem mu etaso mu a. Ene debia. For kasa fidie ne to Happy 98.9 FM. Na tie the Happy Morning Show. Efri anopa no nsia, ekopem nonkron. Efri juada, ekopem efiada. The Happy Morning Show. We are your morning companion.
Frustrated with outdated banking experiences? You deserve an app that makes your life easier, not harder. Say hello to the CBG mobile app, your new cool way to handle everything banking. With biometric security, lightning fast mobile money access, and one-touch bill payments, banking has never been this smooth. Stop imagining when you can live a life where your entire banking world is in your pocket, ready whenever you need it. No stress, no fuss. Don't settle for less. Experience a more superior, convenient way of banking today with the CBG mobile app. Banking made cool, fast and secure. Welcome to the good life. CBG. We stand with you.
Alone, we can only go so far. But when we move together, there's no limits to where we can go. Together, we move with joy. We move to our own beats. We move with the natural goodness of Malta Guinness. A feel-good refreshment with vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, and B6. Grab a bottle of Malta Guinness now and feel the vim. Malta Guinness, we move. Always check out for the Made in Ghana symbol. This advert is FDA approved.
So pesa otensa mu ebochi kobremai. Ewo my kronkron Ghana mu. Enyompa, enim pensem mu etaso mu a. Ene debia. For kasa fidie ne to Happy 98.9 FM. Na tie the Happy Morning Show. Efri anopa no nsia, ekopem nonkron. Efri juada, ekopem efiada. The Happy Morning Show. We are your morning companion.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
Happy Morning Show this way now to pay live on Happy 98.9 FM. Otienka from number 12 at Jinlo Street, Asylum Down, Accra, Nisim 100.1 FM, Ewa Tamale Nisim 95.9 FM, Ewa Bogatanga, ya transit now to pay, and some Mahudwa, Edia Himo Macro Kungana Mono. Dear family, no mean one ya transit now to pay, see the home come up. But you him say, on my no every year be a Adriania co waste, make a food wastage in Kwan. 3.2 million metric tons annually. Now, say ye diani bubua na ye dania beskamua 762.32 billion Ghana cedis. Aduania eco waste in Kwan no. And this occurs at every single stage of the food supply. Say equiafo adawie omo pa manfo ma ba beto niema no de free ho ede akọ dwomu se niema no timi gu dwomu a na apro se yenso kwa koto free dwom de akofie obehia ne de gu ho saa yentumi ni nyina ne ase no ye no a aduane bu ha yentumi ni aduane nyina yentumi ni aduane ni nyina obehia ne ya no na ye di kakra ne akofie de aka gu but the man ye won say enuane ahodo no ye se no o man mu nyina no dodo no ano aduaba ne atoso de me ka wan nyina kwa akuti se ene wokọ kwawu bepo no so a ye nuane makuafo a won edo jene aw mesi he wodi eduro ne edi nkomo no a ye de akasamfoni ni bibegu abefo tintankase no se de be ya so betimi edi wani krotwa wisi edi akire no ahunu bie jene ne abono ye him ni se bepo enegu ho but yesi ye nya obi ama ne meto ye nya obi ama ne meto se be busumi mienu anase busumi miensa etwa mu no eno susunu akesefo won so maduan tosi no a mantosi no go a pro enzo ye nya obi ama ne meto Robert pa fati se bo ali atenase ene prince oba kwa kwa yim brown to me kan o de mum nyame pa o chena no de ye hwe ni mu se obetimi ba be kan ye ho na ye de dwumadie no ye mu ache mu akwa ba akasima sima ba ko aduonu nkron na ye no nso abo live on Happy Morning Show ye from nyankom pasa chie de hye Adriana Brad this year chenche hene na no I remember Fatisha Bolin at the mammy. Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah yatena se wa na regu Bolgatanga ene important one. Ehwe no se na nwumre obra no nsia bo no ensuo no betimi atoto kakra. Duty forecaster Nancy Frimpong Asari. Nancy Frimpong Asari Kuchin Semigum Krata so would be at to appetite Yamae. Live on Happy 98.9 FM. Yemfa Double Krata Hodono and Anopedia Bajomono. A tiffin 7 been family here for air for. That's the only bit me who dear Costo or Micro Kungana Moon. Rapapa Fati Shabuali. What can I say? Ghana for Chiano.
Yes, you Ghana for. Yes, you Ghana for. There's any.
Ghana for some of you.
You won't quantity you go.
I'm some of you.
I'm a feeling lady.
Ghana for be said that frame.
Now, why am more friend? I must say, hey, na fat you're a rasta now.
No, me catch them repemuno. You more near Banny office. Near Banny Babes, your Babbe Chiano. Now at Tenacia twas wedding commonos you. Say a Kwadwo. Young country on our Quenya Daho. And the any Mumu bomb, when an hour you, Miamia who do break. Now what you see, my busy. Aye, what you say. So you say, Castle. You were the 18. Yes.
You were the
trim and you were the dem.
This
would them and them.
Yes. Car would be parking out to walk on my
own lock in the Davy.
I think I may want to quantity a month for a Sikafogu Supriska.
Yes.
Because life in a bit to me soft.
Yeah, of course. A bit to me soft. Oh, Scar, near me boo, you don't worry your head over. Yeah, I feel now quack how because you know, say there are some of the things. Young cars is a bay, I didn't know. But yeah, and you may be brave, you may pee. I just say, Jamaica and guy $41 million, your baby drew no. And fancy and now the pen and Jackie and Fan Concoma, a year rat to carry director JMABC. Yan Fan Chancellor, executive producer of the Happy Morning Show. A year rat and is boating or no, and a year penny control for our Global Media Alliance Group. I know, and now the pay a cry and Fancy, any Emfa amount. Na yen champion you for mo eboa me to adwene edigmadi ne brati for na for dan dan nyana no pa bia yemfa enase nso ema the digital team, news team, operations team said dan dan nyana mo dom yen e kan ho boa yen me timi digmadi ne brati for wa uti dan dan nyana nso en as kase emfa enkonfo emfa ma double crata hodo na ba na ofa the Ghanaian Times at Daha Chronicle da ye ne mo say dan da se de ye no no yemfa the Chronicle double crata na chase and I'm a penny moon 7. I'm ready for
Proverbs 21:5. The plans of the diligent lead to profit. Sir, and a Tebana headline of pay essay Akwatia by election. Pleased to deploy Black Maria. 5 arrested for possession of weapons.
Black Day.
Maria.
Okay.
Yes. Who say at the chrono badin, that's what I know say.
I know it's
serious.
Yes.
Brian's alleged tribal comment rankles Baumia. NPP lost 2024 largely due to bad economy, not because of Brian's attempt to partner SNIT and Net Hotels management. And also, Ewo Ahanum. Other stories, Albinia Enye. GNASSM calls for dialogue to end attacks on minors. IGP's anti-Galamsey task force seizes more excavators. And also, Ewo Hanoma Ubetmi Enyebi Akaim. Other stories say wallpaper Nimuni. Ashanti Regional Minister urges MMDAs to prioritize sanitation health care. Kente Weavers Union launched gala to promote Kente heritage. Saso and Nigeria Diary Muno. More than 30 jihadists killed in airstrikes. Nigerian military says. Nigeria deports Chinese scammers in crackdown on foreign-led cyber crime. I will back anyone that emerges ADC presidential candidate Atiku and Eka. You can't suspend me. already joined ADC. Ex-Kogi Senator tells PDP. Nigeria, they where the papa. Into when you know air stories and pay Ubenya Ewo the Chronicle.
Yeah, for the Ghanaian Times, the Wokrata no etifin the informative for now pay live and happy 98.9 FM. I mean, Kyle say akasema bako edu enkron na enne anope no so abo. Ghanaian Times the Wokrata simply da animo say NDC Tamale Central Primaries who succeeds late MP as 14 hopefuls pick forms to contest for the primaries. Why ena obababi si ura Mutala Mohammed anamu ura Mutala Mohammed konekrechi. The National Democratic Congress NDC amanyoko no airport bi obitimi ejino manamu ma abato ebekwa akoto Tamale Central empeswa so no watimi ejina mu the National Democratic Congress. Ma menka tiefo say yade the New Patriotic Party won atwon ho e free sa abato na bekoso Tamale Central empeswa ne so no. Ne no enipa baako edunan eno ombo modin akwa akofa form say womu ekwa akugina ama National Democratic Congress ema womu Tamale Central etimi ayimu baako so wono nkonkugina by elections bekoso sa biano emu no. Book research allowance cost government 712 million Ghana cedis in 2025. Education Minister no this as we are to Education Minister Ura Haruna Idris no otirimu say ene no enwoma ne hwehwemu sika kakra aya de eka wono mo kyra de eho mo etimi didi sa adwuma no eka oman no ebo ho no 712 million Ghana cedis and sika abambo ho no 712 million Ghana cedis wo mfimpi mienu ene adunu enum emu. President strikes $100 million agri deal, meets UN Secretary General at TICAD. Na we na otwe mu His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ego PM Yokohama, Japan emamu a dwumadi a wokoko ejina mu edi ye wo Ghana edinu mu no ena atemode etumi efiri mu aba tienei yade a $100 million of mampanyini His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na pamfo kopiemu Yokohama TICAD conference no mu no kwa kopiemu se sika no ene ediba be hye wo man Kuayomu Omai Ghana mu. Morgan Ayawine, 6 others re-elected to lead ICU Ghana. Ora Morgan Ayawine, ene empenyufo bi omuka ho ne nei one mu edon ICU Ghana. Omo modin a empenyufo so omu ntonkoso na omu ni dwuma emfama ICU Ghana. We ene nsem hodo bi abomodin afa Ghanaian Times the Bokrata na no pay a obetimi hu omu no wakenkan.
The Ghanaian publisher Baumia blasts Brian over reckless tribal comment. No ewaha. Sophia Ekufu enin yeboa Doche testify for Tokonu and also ewahanum. Yamin tells Mahama to stop anti-Galamsey tax force. Yes, Sefah-Danquah. Upon Kroma drives education in Ofwase Yirebi, Tampuli support 238 students in his constituency. We the Ghanaian publisher.
Yeah, for the news center, the Bokrata no etifin sem de informative for na na pay. Some titre there anymore. 6 big banks in crisis unlikely to meet capital requirements and require mergers or bailouts. Fetch warns. In tiene yesis kakrabia bako beye insia bi o man kronkron Ghana mu a baby omu gina sisia no musika sem no enhye da entwa ye kra. Na ene no sika wo se wo mutumi de kokoto oman sika krabia kese Metro Bank of Ghana no ahwe asa banks ahodo be nsia yi enya de ombetumi de akwakoto ne be kire se ebetumi aka binum abomu ana se aban betumi aso ebinum asene se de be ya sa sika krabia ahodo yi enwu we fitch and omde sansem we de aba betudwa. Tribal politics dangerous for NPP's progress. Ura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia emfiampi mienu ne aduanu enan MPP amanyoko no wonu him franka edema amanyoko no edeko abato ayeto ye emfiampi mienu ne aduanu na December bosomi no mu no wo pribio se obesa him franka ediama NPP amanyoko no emfiampi mienu ene aduanu nwatwe na ne nsem bi odi tudwa ene se ene no wonu mu a wo mu se mifiri ha na eno na manfo nhwe so emfanto aba emfama wo mu no wo mu nya hwie enya de edi nka bomu ebebre MPP amanyoko no kra fa the news center the Bokrata no kwatefeto so enan obetimi ehunu zansem ni bi ho no wakenkan. Accra City Hotel from humble beginnings to a bold new chapter in Ghana's hospitality story. As a no brofono, a Chessy, a Cratfetos 9. That's it. We and somewhere far across the hotel one. When we eat baby free and baby and Mujana. Ewo, a year my Ghana how would ye, a juma dear moon. Or Pong Chroma inspects new school blocks in Ofwasi a year be. In the a year, member of parliament with Dinamu Edima of Ofwasi a year be and a nay, or Bo Muko Piamu said parliament is on recess. And the Boko Piamu ewo in Peswas one or Sisha. Yet did you make the bishop so ha? Mamma dear, I mean, Conquer, say Ampany and Pa, one made you made initial Monsano, Womu dear, Nanny schools, a hold bako being sia, and a school blocks for Musi Diamo, and a bone of more dear copium was Sam Yanina. WIAC releases 2025 BECE provisional results. And yet, West African Examination Council, NNA, 1 Remua, and Kwadwo Kokotana say etro and social measure basic education certificate examination. A year in Fimpim Union Dunum Diano, a idea of more and social no cultural institutions, so no dear. Abba Pimu. Bagredam spillage, 81 people. When some boss of Fati Ubeja. Bagredam village, 81 people dead, 120 lives displaced, 76K farms lost. Pages number 6 and 7. The news center of Okratano. Over which me
today, 2025 BEC results out. First year SHS students report to school October 18. At least. Yamamu 1 month. Yamamu 1 month. Ghana open for business abroad, but true development demands indigenous power at home. Refund 17,000 cedis disability allowance paid to you. Park orders teacher. Otumfuo bans all funerals in Ashanti region between September 1 to 18 for Asante-Hema final burial rites. And you know, Samri 1 year way, next week. Asa. Apart from next week, I just will train after.
Yes,
18.
Yes, of course.
And to say, and a Saso and our brand the Champions Aid shoots down latest global info analytics poll, and also Ewa Hanum. Other stories of Benya Ewa paper Numu Akai any. Sam George stops Korea crackdown, and also Ewa Hanum. Will protect your interests. Retained ICU leadership pledges. Government plans to overhaul asylum appeals system. Pentagon fires intelligence agency chief after Iran attack assessment. UK agrees to pay Kenyans affected by military fire. Way a year today newspaper.
Yemfa the new crusading guide. Dobokratano ene anope Brian fires back at critics as Baumia calls for unity. Eno eda the new crusading guide. Dobokratano enim ene anope na ose Pantang land dispute. Police clash with 5 BN soldiers over alleged Trasaco encroachment. Gold boards receipts directive signals market failure. Engineer Gomashi and others are saying we are to Aja. Now the new crusading guide Dobokrata and say academic city defies BOG. Ghanaian students pay more than foreign counterparts for hostel fees. Brain Hills International School opens new Bawi campus. Galamsey fight intensifies as task force seizes 2 excavators. We the new crusading guide Dobokrata and Nanope.
The Inquisitor, from God or not, prophets in Gaiman agenda, lead in efforts to de-escalate ethnic tensions upon Fosutu Asanteman Students Union, gold board paving the way for sustainable gold trading growth, economic growth. Prince Kwame Minka writes, mining consultant raises issue with gold board receipts directive, and also Ewaha. NPA warns against repainting of cylinders. And there's some young no Makabiachro Prada say cylinder no ewe nachia and go painting na and say I have for I expire what's you na say boom na sem aba.
Na zia no nipa no so emfa nya yi ze obeye yi no akwa akoye yi nzo.
Say na
But Daily Democrat, the Democrat and the family for now pay. Goldstone shareholders vote against Angela List's reappointment. What's the answer? Goldstone shareholders vote against Angela List's reappointment. And no, I seem to that the Democrat and now pay. Ghana Gold Board, paving the way for sustainable gold trading and economic growth. Government moves to grant autonomy to colleges of education. And no other picketing at Yoko threatens national security. Kwadwo Ata Apia Krang, founder and leader, Save the Nation for Future Leaders. Rights as we mantina hanga. Ye kasa movies ye de ye mfa title bi anka ye dine ho. Enti ye kasa amomfa. Ye kyerɛ ya adwene kyerɛ ye kanyansa nyansasɛm kyerɛ mu amomfa. Popo ombe de coca. Trade Minister holds bilateral talks with Japanese counterpart at ticket 9. Health Ministry postpones nursing midwifery exam to September. Eastern Regional NDC Youth Storms Akwetia constituency. We and Semahodo Alpha Daily Democrat, Democrat, and none of between whom working kind.
Former race for NPP standard bearer Brian Echampong condemned over tribal taunts. NACOC closes in on drug peddlers. Baumia calls for clean campaign on basis of track record, ideas, and integrity. Abuse of honorary titles. JTEC wins public support. Eno ewaha. We are not satisfied with government increment. Cocoa farmers. Ena omubu efusana.
98.9.
Ombofu.
Oh yes.
But some quarters, some of them were saying that as a bebo and I am warm with you. I did tell them, the Ghanaian point, Ghanaian point, the Democrat, was accurate, firm, and reliable. Was it national security impounds 6 excavators, arrest 29, destroys 40 Shamfang machines and over 250 pumping machines and tents. And all got first also a year of the Ghanaian point, the Democrat and an which me who no can count the national security now to Nhuagu a year and Yahodwa. Ye two of my good year, Emfa a Quampaso, and any excavators back over Kunsia, and now almost at me about the army, a boy, Yasumu, a year in the Pabacobacco, Edunum Crony, Actuamo, Chamfan Bacubaco, Diana, Eddie Ashino, and a year pumping machines Bacubaco, I had no Edunum, and just say, condemned to grabu, ye dream, say, ye in Fan Congo, see baby no Marco Pacho. Ama Oma Sandy, a mom, no Maka could do Juma Debbie. Equatia by election police to deploy Black Maria and Tieneno, a Homboa Ghana Police Service, one more Ediaco Equatia, a by elections, no, a Honsem and a IGP Christian Tete, you who know, Ediatuja, say a year Jumadium Quacudi, or Aquatiam Pessoane Sono, a Tunidine Black Maria. Brian Champon will win NPP presidential race Pius Ajide, and on this same way at 2 a job. Shatawale undergoes spiritual cleansing at Teshi Beach following Yoko release. Jenny Okwa, a year Shatawale, and a Wakutu, a year Epunuma Obunsio, Edegun Hosa. Enough of your death prophecies. Bring visions of a prosperous Ghana. Elvis a free ankra. And then they will catch it. A year soft one more. Modi, a year doomsday prophecies. The Eddie Equacoma. Abane sa abane mo modi ase obetimi etu ho na mo se ne sisi ye hunu bi ebetu ho na mo de nemo de aka ne se o mayi mpuntu obebe o mayi mu no eno so mo hye ho nkom. It's as simple as that. The Ghanaian point the obokrata no etivin sem ne bia na no pe ofa obetimi hunu na wonya bia kenkan no.
Republic Press. I've never blamed Baumia for Kusasi Mampusi conflict. Brian Echampong and Eka say next 6-7 million city compensation over alleged attack as state fails to act. Iyoko flags Honda CRVs, Range Rovers, Ford F-150s as top stolen cars. Honda CRV, Range Rover, Ford F-150. Almost no, and I carry eba Ghana hapa. Fire outbreak disrupt water supply in parts of Accra. Western region, 2 suspects remanded over deadly acid attack at Aboso. Anti-Galamsey Task Force seizes excavators in Asante Akim South. We air the Republic Press.
The custodian of Bokrata and was a fearless, fair, and reliable Tampuli sponsors 238 needy students for tertiary education and no gratified also a year, you know, Ura Hassan Tampuli, a year, a rapper for Tisha Buali, the Yonkupa Bakono. Avoid tribal and religious bigots in 2028 raised Baumia to NPP. Eno ewaha edikan bosori da upon Kruma promote education in Ofuase Ayiribi. Sophia Akufu and Ning Bua Doche testify for Tokono insist allegations cannot justify her removal from office. Northern region roads are priorities under $10 billion big push agenda. Urasuhini. And it's asking me to the custodian of Bokratano. It's feels to be another part of it. Me on working kind.
Meanwhile, the Economic Times, NAM final paper, Ewahanum, Ministry of Finance, BOG, leading efforts to recapitalize banks with insufficient capital. BOG moves to fix challenges in forex market, and also Ewahanum, reset revenue mobilization strategy. IFS advisors warns against hasty return to international bond markets. We the Economy Times.
And yeah, your economy ni mudi ye mo dia say befa the Business and Financial Times the Obokra Tano your number 1 when it comes to your business and financial news. Ewo o micron Ghana mo no. Yemfa omo ensema hodo omo e dia ba betudwa and the 25th of August 2025. Outstanding corporate debt falls 95% year to July as issuance slows, fund managers lament limited options. Eno edaha new fisheries law de-risks potential EU ban. Eno ewaha gold pendant project to boost value addition, jobs and tourism revenue. Eno ewo aha say when the dollar falls, that's a feature. Ewo the Bokratanum Kratife Toso and Kron offer bit me enye bi wo ho na working kind regulars group appoint Mavis Amega as CEO. Ghana and Group Chief Legal Officer, and no, the Business and Financial Times, the Bokratanum and Anope. There's a feature, we also Dr. Fawcett and Dr. Siama, the 2 pair of hands Ghana would have missed. We ever have Q patients understanding the psychology of customer waiting times. And no, ever ha a year wrap. Jerry Helm, and I watch a year, sir, and semi ediagu. Business and Financial Times, the Bokra Tanamo, and Ne Anopay, unfinished transformation, skipping industry in the leap from agriculture to services. Into it, a 73 pa that could be binyamre na yedi a home encomo, ewo a year, Jumadi. So, Afram Publications launches inclusive education textbook, suspects in the schools. We a year and some ahodwa se obomodia fa Business and Financial Times the Obokrata and Anopaya ubetimi ehunu mu na waken kind Obokrata hodo na Anopaya ba dwumu no nina na yede abro no menka say oko Facebook at Happy 98.9 FM Potassium 1 here live on Facebook. I'll say good morning. Happy FM, God bless His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government for paying the admission fees for all level 100 students in all public tertiary institutions. I'm happy I voted for change. My regards to all NDC members in Ghana and across the diaspora. No, a potassium 1 or do we buy we and so if we piaga. So we thank God for being alive. Good morning, guys. Good morning going out to you, Piaga, Fuseni Adams. I'll say, I am listening to you live from Ashaiman. I agree, Joshua Kamo and Oliver Kwadwo. My name is Champion Fuseni Adams. One day Esuma Ebai and Amisko Spelele Kaswa. One also in the above to Facebook. I'll say I'm enjoying your magnificent news. Great week to all Ghanaians, especially Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumsen. Amisko Spelele dia wode Esuma Ebai and Baba Mahama, so the youth in the NPP are not ready to vote for rich and talkative candidates, but A man with rich ideas like Dr. Baumia. Greetings to Odinho Kofi, a pianing inning of Obuase. Star Boy. is watching the show live and clear at Ahafumim Airport. We hear some of the comments. I'm going to have a Friday, but I can't Eddie Ama at TF4 for live on Happy 98.9 FM. Brasso, say we social media trends. Eddie Abretti for live on Happy 98.9 FM.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
So person nsɛm wɔ Chiko Bremai. Ɛwɔ my kronkron Ghana mu. Enyompa, enim pense mu etaso mu a. Ene dabia. For kasa fidie ne to Happy 98.9 FM. Na tie the Happy Morning Show. Efri anopa no nsia, ekopem nonkron. Efri juada, ekopem efiada. The Happy Morning Show. We are your morning companion.
Happy Kasiabo.
Emraso say the social media trends, ebebro anope ewo Happy 98.9 FM. So Mr. Obeko Facebook Happy 98.9 FM na when you be ashe sani ebeya de ayeka no obeti ase yi. So ye sha say dia na ene yenkai wo say asem bi esiye ewo takrade so wunyante ya a trendy ye pa. Me angasa na asem na me nhyɛ dante ase yie but omo eben asem na so mo watakrade no ekyire mu sɛ ɛyɛ a police for ekopie mu watakrade nkontompo na ɛhɔ ɛna omo chie nipa baako du baako 11 na omo kyerɛ sɛ omo suspect omo sɛ omo yɛ occultist enti no omo yɛ nnuro ne ade na omo fi akra ɛna ekopie mu ɛwɔ ɛyɛ takrade nkontompo hɔ no enti anya ade a omote eye nkontompo ho no mo kotwa nkontompo enti no omukopie mu e wata kwande nkontompo ho no mo kwakotwa nkontompo because we are cultists there ene na eye nkontompo bra e na wobo na omo say omo suspect ya na sa resident e wo eye nkontompo ho no e susu say sa nipa 11 omo akum nipa e na omatam nipa no body no e de akwakoto pum e wo ho enti e no enema eye omomuti area ho ni nyina ehye ase eye KKK a police for eba ebepie mu na eyewitnesses say na nipa 11 no omo nyina hye atare kro say me fancy ye design atare t-shirt say first ye wie BC ya ye twa t-shirt na ye do nickname ahye chire enemre enanka Joel wie yi otro BC ya kono ye twa Joel Sanko na dash X ye de ahye ho amano enti no musin gofo no design no enim no design ye the same thing white and no say na mo amu kwa hin na mu nyina madress ahye atare kro na mu hye dem hai na omo che say omo arrive in multiple vehicles and na omo kokopie mu ewe pona no na omo esusu say omo amfo mo ni ahye de ehun say we nipa na ye dem but omo hu say omo de bibi eto ensuo ni mu na omo hwe shape of bibi a adekro na omo adwem no ebe nipa body and omo de ekwakoto ensuo ni mu no na eyewitnesses ne baako kan say onu de onya kokudre ko bisa group ni say amanfo omo address baako e then na mo ye then na mo de koto ensuo ni mu je che ye mu na sa exchange na course no na almost say amanfo yi anase nipa 11 nipa no ko bi say omo say den na makwakoto atu nsuo mu na omo say Jack we de enye we bi anka ji we kakra e hye ho na we de enye dede because rituals impeded nti e ba ne sa na nipa no so na nka we de wa ukuta bi a wo ka dada hu part bi e na wakoto ato apu no mu a obi bi say den na wo de akoto apu no mu o say we de say nya hwe na wo fa sika sen nti e no e na ma amanfo ne se bibi ikoso a enkoyie enti no omotu mirika eko report omo ema police fo na eyewitnesses ne say omo san ehun se eye syringe ade na ye de wo pane no omo se bia omo use ye de twi eye body na omo de koto apu no omo de twi moja ewo mu enti na ene omo nimade a omo de eye moja no ene nipa no ekwa akoye enti no a police for ebe fa eye dressing the same for etna kemu eno mo de omo koye police for embe kan hwe yet de but infoni e da abonte a air trendy ena ye de abrewe a wonye bia ko Facebook a benye bia hwe comment ni le professor say the juju man really set them up. The sea waves will always bring a body or object to the shore, so it's a stupid idea to try and even dispose of a body that way. Na so nim say we wait me the bibia to epumu ewo Togo na ba be pie wo Ghana nti eno nso wo ho. It doesn't mean say baby omo de ade no koto ye na hwa na nsuo no be san yi no abeto nti say nipa they could actually get away with it if obi enhu omo a ankasa na tie na Guru Sak say the hard working people omunie nokre Sefah say if you watch Breaking Bad you will know there are chemicals to dissolve masa asem we de men kan wo na on betira man for say na yikum nipa wie dissolve body wa ha so na Kwame Chelsea say there be also the men kan Rocket say dear Ghana you have to stop renting houses to people you don't know. They will put you in trouble. At least get background history before you rent out. Ghanaians should also stop renting place. The other car one of the America. Thanks man say my problem is if they drove from Accra to Takrade, were there no police barriers on the road for checks? No question pana we bisano. Young man say in Nigeria they hardly catch them. What I meant is the police will accept the money, the people refuse. Nick, I say that Lord Akam Rebecca and his called any woman dear. It is a and a comment in it here. Ye de abrewi yen to us way na yemfa diaka and to us so enfamau. No say,
I say Lord Akam.
Lord, ya did become humbo. Yamfa ebin to us so ewa ha enfama we. Na Felicia, as we copy baby wa shock kakra. Na shock no meaning baby free eba na ase ohwe mfoni na utumu se wato shock mu yie papa na omo say it was a surprise for Felicia see that's the way no enye shada enye trend sir because we know entumi nye right information no eno mo de ebre no enti yen to aso na memfa asemba ho a trend a newspaper see ene obia aka ho asem NPP4 flag bearership race na omo no Joel Yekrado MPP4 flag bearership race na omo kono na omo chesensem bi epie mu aba enye nika na Dr. Mahmoud Bamia ekopie mu ewadwumedie bi ase na all say politics ya ye anase race ya ye koi ntokwa ne nsem keka ehu hia na ebi kro bi abeka say na Dr. Bamia ofiri hantie mamunto mano na Dr. Bamia oye Muslim tie mamunto mano no enu nyina ehu hia na ono kra ba be vice president ewo man mu enti gaden pa na chen so say obetumi ase aba be di president na okeka no bo Dr. Brian Champon din say Dr. Brian Champon reference baby or no Dr. Bamia efri edeka na asem na oka no eno si there be entwa yi na moma yentie ensem a Dr. Bamia say Dr. Brian Champon ɛkaeɛ no ebie na afei no yɛntoa so.
President Akufo-Addo owini MPP vote ɛwɔ Kusase. Owini MPP vote ɛwɔ Maposi. President Kufuor owini MPP vote ɛwɔ Kusase. Owini MPP vote ɛwɔ Maposi. Adesan sɛ ɔkɔni gyina nkɔfo mmienu wɔ yi. Yaba kofa baako ɛdi aba. Ɛma in 2024 afatoɔ na ɛkɔɔ. Efiri oti. Ediko upper east, upper west, northern, upper western region. The Lucy is sister woman. It's a and if you are a victim of circumstances, it's not your fault. I may not anything, but we cannot wait. This situation, we and I have one price for him, which we have solved in 2028. But the suspicion will not go away. And MPP will not be held ransom and stay in opposition because of this matter. And that is a fact. We are in this business to win power. We are emotional and your personalities. I'll give you examples. We are here to win power. Truly in the end of the day. It is as soon as you get the power of the Kenya. Really, who's asking for any man who is for me?
Enti ene Dr. Brian Champo and I would say no comment about no any sensational essay after 8 years we will think about that African girl say when he was attacking Ken Baumia people were happy. Now it's Ken's 10. It's Baumia's 10. GH Morgan say funny how they think they are coming back anytime soon. There is no unity among them. Such a party. Sasso and Purple Wine see they are here to win power, not to develop the country. Amasika say I'm disappointed in Brian. Plus, say do they wish to come back to power? Interesting. Sasso Nafizi say imagine making such a statement. We are here to win power. You yate intisa and a comment no etie ewo honum na yemfa de aka so. And so emfa emma ukopie mu ewo baby a me say we asem no asem empa nipa na pasem sai hwihwiri a wo hwihwiri menti ase emma ukohwiri so a onkɔhye wo speed obi kama na so opese of fly to say oye eyi Batman no se denyo enti no won say eya omukɔ eye ensuo bi ano na ensuo no it's a bridge bi ewo so no more to make up comechia, no more free. Afa a year bridge and so now omaton sunumu. No more near Gina ye video muna ye yom. Aha, where they one calculate ye. Until re and okota him. One ton sunumu. Utumu say, by now nebu nebunyina eshisheno. By now nebunyina shisheno. Joel, nebunyina shisheno. Entino, ye catch agrobu or ye ni. Agrobi wo ho a ye ni ohuri ye okwo pa o anko benya ne flying eyi no but when to me antonsuo no more time him by now then am kai no bu nyina ehhehye no na comment na ba ye no eni BRCRC that was his spirit that got up and walked. That was his spirit that got up and walked. Cause ain't no way he's okay from belly flopping on sand. So Enatio Drew say, I applaud him for getting up so fast. This 40-year-old body would have been in the sand for 3 to 5 business days. So Ena Shaw Club say, I know everything is hurting right now. So Ena the hard way say, I know that check engine light is on after that slap. So Ena actor say, that Cape got some serious air for a split second. So Ena sister theology say nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Frank the Baba say he bounced off that sound like my rent check just bounced. Sean Gregory essay internal bleeding and a broken ego. And also, we are time here more. Yeah, here, Bray, we are time here more. And yes, I'm get to her. And Tizana, I don't know, Etia, yeah, the others, and also a bet to us so amount. Na we who dear air so. Na deɛ aba ɛne sɛ ɔmo a ɔmo mpɛ dwareɛ no mo a ɔmo mpɛ dwareɛ no I don't want to name names. I sɛ meka sɛ mepɛ sɛ meyɛ professional deɛ meka sɛ I don't want to mention names, but mpɛ sɛ meyɛ mischievous deɛ meka sɛ I don't want to name names. I don't want to name names koraa. Mempɛ sɛ me name names. Mask, I don't want to name names. Saa so and I don't want to name names. 5-star. The dinner kasa cry a day. Me person me bubo din. All bright. Me bubo din. Aye. Omo pay dware no. I brand say your security anim way. On pay dware nti okoto sapa wato black. Send ye be ya fi cry ye hu. Mo amum pay dware no. Akwanya aba ama mo. Ene de me mmo din na na mo akodi baby. Akwenya aba o. Sesi ano de aba nyina ene se awo yi so aba yi. Japan fo omo create a human washing machine. Eno no ebe clean you kama na dry you kama in 15 minutes. Onya he o mobra. Kwashem na pie. Asema no. And so see a new AI powered human washing machine no. It can wash and dry your entire body in 15 minutes while tracking your vitals and even reading your mood to create a spa-like experience. Nti yesi kodware, ukoshe machine mu na waso ano a machine to mu say there be we on pay dware. Nti 15 minutes e mintwa ne short nya ne 5 ma no. Ukoshe mu so na wo srese o to mu say we dey pay dware o pensio. Umayenya ma no full a year 15 minutes no. No mo see originally no in 1970, and omo idea nhihye say omo de saa a human washing machine ebeba. Na the futuristic pod no, se see ade ebe mu anesa. Ye the micro bubble water, calming visuals, and smart sensors. And ashemu a uko shem pa na dware o. E ma honam fi kama na fe ma honam eyo fom. Asa obi a wakwahye eye edware a we use a live soap no. Uhonam nyina ayo fom na afi no udi epie. Nti sesi an omo che say efficiency meets luxury. Na wo pa obesi akwakoto sa machine bi say ndware o pa de. Na wo nso wo ye bia. Na wo nso pa no wo ye bia. Papa. Na comment no enie. Wudi de mean to me more. Heran say I take shower in 2-3 minutes. Microphone back when you're all right for no. This olive wife say this is very good for disabled people. You could be right. So also Anna Beauty say I like washing myself. I don't want to get caught in there due to machine error and will be washed for eternity. You better so also Anna Glee case say, oh my goodness, when my mom went down a path of dementia and didn't want to shower because it took too much mental energy, I would help her, and she said there should be a car wash for old people. We both laughed. Oh wow. Bibi say no, a bit me abwapa. And tisa and etena a year the G-Money say good for nursing homes. I no credit. And tisa and a comment no etia and opino. Aha. And me de a year social media trend no ABC amount.
So so then can you boni in 15 minutes tops.
Oh, for a bimo, I don't see how, because see, said you know we if we don't take care, we are creating a generation of, for the lack of a better word, lazy people.
Yes.
Who might not also be able to use their gamshi.
Yes, true.
What's my say?
True. I won't run away from that part. True.
Messi Andra, Chat GTP, huna miyama me so that I say Chat GTP chase me because when I think about it, say it is a tool to help you sort of perfect things.
Yeah.
But people are rather using it in a way that doesn't make them or more individuals to think.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are supposed to think of whatever it is
It's true.
to go and put in there
Yeah.
for it to shape it for you or reshape it for you. But they want to do it the other way around.
Yeah.
It's not a maintain me
It's true.
self-driving cars.
Yeah.
Abba. There are people who need these things because there's a problem
Because of
with
the
Nensa.
disability in
There's
there.
a problem. But Ube said, yeah, no.
Able-bodied, full body.
Yeah, so yeah, mpo na yaji atari ni ase.
Not correct.
Yeah, go pon body no with their baby abeye just to also keep it moving and keep your body functional. And if you want to be kofa support and true ho a wo twu ho no nyina na wo exercise wo nsa ne ade na ba kwotwere machine mu that machine na e bibia ama wasan apepa ho wi na wasore kwa then where are we headed? There are people on mention say old people's home, old people. Ebi own to be crown boni mu ase so between the na ho ebi an so to be maso obi a ebi a wasafa dementia ebi on kai sani yedi semina kra fa so pomutwi ye ho ne ade e no beboa o ba obe hu Gen Z wakwaji baako omo so na nanso mu weske wakwaji baako no dem it's scary. You know, say same Japanese scientists, they are developing your friend is saying a pregnancy robot. I basically carry pregnancy. And no, depa because there are women are medically basically saying, but they can't carry the pregnancy to full term.
True.
And you know saying bibi sa ba e betumi aboa. But ube who say a man for omun carry risk and I say omun health condition bia omun scanner ombakwa kwaji atari omoni ase.
So who scanner betumi ata na say only scan to me.
It's challenging.
Only scan to me. But you said there near trans near kasa like for example you've just mentioned say AI now. The extent to which AI can take you, nobody has got an idea. No, especially when you understand the prompt. So what usia the other time I was trying to do something. So usia AI command prompting, pa. But there are a lot of things that you can do, and it's not just the good things, also the bad things.
Yes.
Because I was having a conversation with a friend in Germany, and maths, computer engineering, he understands all of that. And he was saying, there was a point in time, there was another guy who used AI, a proposal, to a certain extent, no expertise and then the beji nejuma.
Okay.
Now what happened was that nipa no beji ejuma no edru se koyema yenhwe no na da ne asem. So they wanted to bring my paddy back, but unfortunately enya ade a ombetimi afre ne bio, and so ombedana as a consultant. Ntie ne kakra ne a consultant no waje ne sika no kakra ne. So later on cry no yenhwe mu hunu no say hey is that one hwe ne year. Yeah. The ebe and on. And this is where the conversation gets a bit scarier, because as even across the globe, there are still conversations that echo so with regards to ethical AI usage. So you ensure that any international convention, the deployment of AI should get into these spaces, that spaces. So there will be a restriction on the use, and I say there are certain sectors and I say certain areas we will not allow AI into, because they say you can't say no dia na come here say baby for be as we speak now, people are using AI to do their research. Professors into me whether it is AI and I say nipa no and a troy. So a very very dicey conversation that we need to have. Of course, we can talk about insurance people bit media ba. or mine.
Yes.
And I say we are here for Nigeria. We can speak about in some bit media. But yeni pa almost one more dear. And ya the pan no and yama bonnet and almost. And we need to have a conversation around that. But like you mentioned, over the weekend, now you didn't come up here. I mean, it was part of the class that we were in. And we were talking about, say, the advent of technology. Said the Ababe Drew Ama Ene Kamia say Akwadro about every facet of life. In TNA, so Ubi person no aduania or pe a prepared. The yanwa da no heaty. No di. Ubi epese or trebibia or the bekwa koma AI. No a tre. Ubi epese or racking the brain. The idea be bad any on yet or the bekwa koma AI. No aye. So there is a research about Betuja, and the amount of time averagely we are for you spend a year on our phones and on the internet. Every single year be a costro. No. The consequences are that number one, a social cohesion free ho. In Tisenka, mene fatibetna say, na ye didn't come without touching our phones. Yan for some kind of phone. Ye didn't come be hosa. Our attention span, especially a coffin, because in him say, oh, Bibiani bit me whom Kakrabi wa near Yadia tour. And so we do not particularly pay attention to say many ubitua yedin come. Number 3, ama enyema ye kenkan. Senka ene yebefa magazine. And I shared an experience because I was in a vehicle. I was reading a magazine. And somebody was, beside me, Utimus or also Unim de Kakra. And nobody say, hey, people still read magazines. And I'm saying, yes, for me, that's one of the things that I don't joke with. I read, I pick papers, I pick books, and I read. I will not just go online and say, oh, I want AI to summarize everything for me, and AI will summarize any money for me, and I will not be able to get into the nitty-gritties of whatever it is I read. But people are not reading. People don't read. People will not pick newspapers today and say they are reading. People will rather go onto online platforms and tabloids. They will not even read the entire story. They'll just grab the headline and then they will use it for argument. So you realize that when people are speaking, they don't speak with facts. They don't speak with logic. They don't speak with reasoning. They just speak based on their emotions because they have seen it somewhere and they are not abreast of the entire story. And so these are things that we need to think about. Because for me, I don't want a situation where Abia Mani Benyini, and they're not able to really, truly. That is the point. That's why I'm arriving at so is the whole idea so women. Esa ne fie nyansa ne nyina yeden ayira because nipa de nyankopon ba adwene no se obetimi adwene we ye de dwene we ye de ye niema ye de soasoa niema una ye de nante. It is a one you soon in I
think that perhaps we allow the brain to develop and function as it should. Nipa ebe you soon the brain they are solving problems they are here na odu baby who say oh nipa onimnyansa or you say now the AI is coming to further enhance the abilities. Mind you, even how to ask for things from AI.
Yeah.
You will not be able to. You will not even how to optimize Google search. Yeah. If you don't put in the right questions, the right commander, it will be mediocre. Let me put it that way. The research on my HSM AI using it could potentially diminish critical thinking and cognitive abilities. As I say, I know almost I'm going to fire artificial intelligence induced cognitive atrophy. In as much as it could be beneficial, no, we would have to manage its use.
True.
Say the bear, if we don't take care, eventually. So Alex and be puna. Nipa to me who say pono no turn the key this way
or turn the key
and
down.
Do that.
Oh.
Seriously. Media Mistro.
Well, it's. I think that the other time we had a conversation, it was a generalized conversation.
It's very difficult having to deal with people who pretend or refuse to apply
common sense and intelligence. Yeah, it's really difficult, and sometimes because it is irksome. Happy 98.9 FM now. I mean, if you have any thoughts to share with us on this particular issue, but more than Fabra or the bar Facebook, if you may want to call in and share your thoughts with us on your experience with AI, you can share that with us because we are ready to listen to some of the experiences that when you because and anyway. The conversation continues, but the conversation will continue along the lines of aduane food. Say ya okojum, okoto aduane me boa. When I'm saying aduane yahodo bebre no an ye crefro amahodo so na de bo man mu. But the point is that ni edua oha no empempi any de crefro amano ne de bo man mu no empempi aya yese no. Empempi aya yese no. Along the value chain, say ye dua aduane no. Say okuani no ekona afuo mu akwaku twa no bae. Say yes when you no anase no bae no e de free afuo mu e de ba edwa ahodo mu. Say ye nso ye kodwom akwaku tobie ne ye de akofie. Ye de aduru fie na ye no ne ye de beka ene ho nsenkan nyina no. Nhwemu am ye hunu say the wastage along that value chain no. Over 2 million metric tons. That is a aduane I say, oh my Ghana nkwana make menka man on the enka. I am talking about just Ghana, oh my Ghana nkwana make. Intene oko apoye mantemu one more mudo jene ewo kwawu empotemu. Omanu womusu omanu dem de ne. Ni nyina ne se eni omu jene no omu dua o man Ghana mu no. E omu se omu nya atofo no ma ba beto. Asoa de afiri mi ahodo a won aye omu mfu no. E de akodwa ahodo no mama Ghana fo nya bi akwakoto na e de akofie. Enti egu ho a epro. When we return from the break, ye the videos ni be ma. Ye ne ye nsentwere ne won na ni edi nsem na chi ni ye ne no bedi nkomo. But then after speaking to them, we will extend the conversation into food wastage. Oh my Ghana mu. Any anamuntu a tuo over the years. Say bet me aswano because we're speaking about over 700 billion Ghana cedis as a result of food wastage. Oh my. That'll be our conversation when we return from the break. Inchi Homra.
I still know work.
Mema etiefo nyina akwaba ba Amuzu Herbal Clinic na idedobia ba yefre no Amuzu P Herbal Mixture eyedura ebua ima eni mema nyina na oba pampa no ohye efi na seba no obehia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba insuo basa egu no ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba bi a otiemie na se ne henepa di ono so insawa agi na kosokuma boso ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba otiemi anejun so no pampan pa no ohye edi akireba ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture minka se jun so bia ense nsuo ba se ojun so na se ne color no eni e darkish more yellowish na pampan no ohye omu a e kire me se nkikaye eya ba ojun so no mu enti pa Amuzu P na enum e die na chika sei anase hunam na ya ono so nko pa Amuzu P nonom bema so a otiemi a odwon so mu papa ye ono so behia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture bema bu ha odwon so wie na bi akam obehia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture dwon so ade dwon so a oti de kakra se ugu nsuo na se ya nko a na oti a uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture ensese bema dwon so na moja di akireba enti bema dwon so na dwon so moja di akire no ko pa Amuzu P nu mu na sa ni na mfiri ho bema na dwon so ebon kan uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture obi se doc eya na nsuo totoro efiri bema na oba se bi chim kakra na abegu ano white uhia Amuzu P Herbal Mixture Insawa aji bema na boso. Uhia amuzu P herbal mixture. Sebase uhwe abano emu ya. Uhia amuzu P herbal mixture. Obi se doctor emehwa no ahono mesrew. Enye hwe ahono nyina na yankwe. Baba so mu ati mo hwe ahono. Enti bema ne hwe ahono onko pa amuzu P no nyina twetwe nko. Obi se doctor medware wi a na me hu nyina ya me hene. Ase ahwi apia gu me so. Bema wo sa ha nyina no obehia amuzu P herbal mixture. Doctor amuzu we bidun so wi a. Na se jun so ni bi tamayase, etamayase. The same amuzu P no ene ese edise adwuma no. Ope doduo na atu di a ewo herbal shop biara mo. Ewo pharmacy, drugstore, any herbal shop biara bi wo ho. Se doduo pa na ope atu di a. No ba ya so ye na otafun hia so. Amuzu junction be Mboro market no. Tafun hia so. Amuzu junction be Mboro market. So Kumasi anu akodani herbal, misi herbal pedan ko mu 2 bi. Akra munko kanshi draglem, ubisa na nabuwache, Kings Walk, Repash, and Tinatet. Opa Amuzu Puse Misebia from me number 0247 77 6743 0247 77 67 43. Amuzu P Herbal Mixture, Mauji Hiochalo.
Etoda, wo kontimi do champagne pa. Nanso, wusike kura wo no. Na ye juice ene betumi ato. So pese wo kura mre kura sika. Na udwumadi a wudie, won mo a wonim dwumadi no. Etimi dima wo ewo bra bode emfidie a esefata edi dwuma ne dia. Ene ha ho kura. Izanza E Productions. Ya be sort you out. Freyen. So open studio and production equipment rental. Emfidie a ye di twa sene ahodo nyina no. Ye betimi di bia fam. Corporate and social videography. Se wudi udwuma bie a wo pese otwe egun homa so. Freyen. TV commercials, se wo ton niema na pese amanfo ehunu ewa kasamfoni so. Freyen, documentaries, freyen, photography, any live streaming, se wo twamfoni kama pa. Anaze wo di dwuma bie na pese brekro no mu a obi biara etimi hunu. Freyen, waya nyom na pese oye nyom no ho akasamfoni a. Freyen, jingles, IVR, any voiceover production. Freyen, short and long film. Freyen, yetete phone homanie 0242 755 323. Ana 0302 254 858. Ana se hwiye kira kwan. Yewo Asylum Down. Ye ben Happy 98.9 FM. E Productions. Capture the moment.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
Heaters, iron, microwave, toasters should not be connected to extension cords. Make sure you always connect it to the main socket. Connecting these appliances to extension cords mostly cause fire outbreaks. That is why we are pleading with the general public to make sure these appliances are always being connected to the main socket to avoid fire outbreak. We come to you once again. Stay safe and always think about safety.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
So pese otensem we bochi kobremai. Ewo my kronkron Ghana mu. Enyompa, enim pensem mu eto asomu a. Ene dabia. For kasa fidie ne to Happy 98.9 FM. Na tie the Happy Morning Show. Efri anopa no nsia, ekopem nonkron. Efri juada, ekopem efiada. The Happy Morning Show. We are your morning companion.
We in this chamber, we are politicians. The clerks at table, they are not. So when we are doing our politics, we do our politics. I'm happy the clerk has just entered. The cameraman, when the majority leader was on his feet, they are only focusing on him. If a cameraman would deliberately take, when I've taken my leg out of my shoe, Mr. Jatro, let your cameraman know that if they want to play politics with a camera, we will not take kindly to it. Yes, Mr. Speaker, if they would now be stopping our legs, why is it that when he goes to the majority leader, he's only focusing on the upper part of his body? If the cameraman will be doing partisan politics, then he might be in the caution. Mr. Speaker, I have momentarily taken my legs off my shoe. Then he zoomed the camera down to take it. Mr. Speaker, I will speak on some be me, tomorrow it may be you. It is not right because I was in pain and I removed my legs from my shoe. How come I'm debating? You decided to only zoom down. Mr. Speaker, why should hit me? Mr. Speaker, why? No. Mr. Speaker, I will speak to it. If we do not check some of these things, tomorrow they will deliberately zoom on your phone and spy on what you are reading. They must be told. We in this chamber, we are politicians. The clerks at table, they are not. So when we are doing our politics, we do our politics. I'm happy the clerk has just entered. The cameraman, when the majority leader was on his feet, they are only focusing on him. If a cameraman would deliberately take, when I've taken my leg out of my shoe, Mr. Jatro, let your cameraman know that if they want to play politics with a camera, we will not take kindly to it. Yes, Mr. Speaker, if they would now be taking our legs, why is it that when he goes to the majority leader, he's only focusing on the upper part of his body? If the cameraman will be doing partisan politics, then he must be in the caution. Mr. Speaker, I have momentarily taken my legs off my shoe. Then he zoomed the camera down to take it. Mr. Speaker, I will speak on...
See, Ejina eye wakumachi, Ejina wupunachi aye bomse koko. Say, Bomodia na bra. Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. Eye registration nuguswa air koso. Before registration forms. Before registration forms, no. The obetua 1,000 Ghana cedis. Utua 1,000 Ghana cedis ni via. Asa. The Akabia, Happy 98.9 FM, ne aboafo a wombeso yasene, emyede dwumade ni bramo no. Awomba beso yasene, say ye hotel abekwa akoda, say ye ayefra tade a wobehye, say ye bia ode bekwa akoje wa hoho na munyina maka mo ho abomu abose aduode, say eye ehye ya betena mu, say eye decorations eye beye, say eye marital counseling, say mfoni akasa mfoni a obepesi ebetwa ede amawo utriyo makeup any de cake ho nyina no ni nyina 1,000 Ghana cedis pe na make 1,000 Ghana cedis na make am 7 enu ntina mjina open na mebo no kokko kwa miantwi ene yafo wa monkam homomu ton mokoye fie dia moka kire yafo wa ma me se afie chi mo bukwa koye aso den de no akosi sen da bia wo tu hye da saa wonso me ka kiro se betua 1,000 Ghana cedis nyema wo a na wo to na wunwinwi wo de se bia wadwene ye wo se eyentro na mitwa wo a bomodin akọ Facebook sisi a wo trofo na so me dance ni wodo ye dance ni do omodin a bowura mu wo Facebook sisi ya no a obetimi ahunu adansidie eniema edi adanse ye se ye kan ye yo ye sia ye yo what you say se kan Happy 98.9 FM ebanu eye corporate social responsibilities me kire ewo radio afamu anaze media afamu nanka eye yesi ye hene a nke ye mra ne ba ko ne ose ade yo yesi ayeyo enti eneyi kwame ntwi ema ya afo wa entete nche wo hu eye sa no na onwinwi na wo dwene se ye kwantwi se na wo dada mi o wo dada me dabi ema na nwene sa enti na me ka tro se bomode abra Happy 98.9 FM befa Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding registration form no sisi ya sika between 1,000 Ghana cedis asa me ka na sa no na enyumaku ahodo a adwumadi a ye die emfi aduonu nie no mani so na ye mo fe eye mo de opese mo de ho be hyemu bie na the 20th anniversary ni yedini kese no mo modin na mo mfrey 0244 906 235 ana say 0302 254 858 empanyimfo bajo fe so ni wadi enkomo na senhia mu bi ho si ehia yetimi ehia mu ya toato ade wo mu aya na eya esa no a ejeze de wo ho bi anu age no anom me kan zo na nya no na wo hwehwe o me kan na wo hwehwe Malta Guinness aya nyunu pa na si table yi so na mfifire ti no Oh my goodness. It will vim up your day. Men cannot down. A bomb or who didn't sense original and now so. It's answer ye the vitamin B and Ashimuma. They want to afford a 12 Ghana cedis spare. Mr. Rosa Okona Okwakutubiano. But what the answer said, proudly made in Ghana. Symbol no ebo. Yeah, we enye the idea situation mu ni bia. We na ye the situation na ubehena aye frem wonu. Zeze no Malta Guinness. And to ahudu agumu ono. When them say na kan ho, they say kan no ya no kama krokro afa veve pa. Ne mu quantity ne wo mu no. Ye na ne no. Said ye tia na tie. And this is what we say made in Ghana, proudly made in Ghana, but one. Now, once we boaso man papa said be able to protect local businesses, creating and saving jobs, supporting a gat to so. But some money tamame. Also, be okay. A natural house, a natural. Hey, hey, the following I'm saying yema or more. Says a crowd here, me drew fear na menya. I'm saying, Daddy, we have not done it. I'm saying, aha, doctor, then natural deodorant magic, no. Yamfa eye bibi fufuro bia emfre mu asempo akoda no ekoko yusu a ebenya nsunsu aso boni bia woni so eye oba ade nsa no se de da ne da nyina aya meka no no enya ade esisi ntokro bia ewo moto mu na obewie na mpompon kitinkiti bi bobo moto mu da binya no bia. It is made with powerful natural herbs. If you ask for Nanyina, Obia did Dr. Zeng natural deodorant at Tumu. I fear Pim a hang of tree at the watching Sia 1886 and the Berjumu. To at the sea with Yasia Fana Pionic GH. Cover by our coffee be at the about my gun mua. And never be able to be an agent trainee. Obia Kahua Semono. But what did not to be caught on what 0544 767 691 and 0599 032 559. Dr. Zeng natural deodorant. Stay pure, stay sustainable.
Good music and unbiased analysis of various issues. Listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
So person otin samu ebo twiko bremai ewo my kronkron Ghana mu enyompa enim pensem mu etaso a ene da bia for kasa fidie ne to Happy 98.9 FM na tie the Happy Morning Show efri anopa no nsia ekopem nonkron efri juada ekopem efiada. The Happy Morning Show, we are your morning companion.
From roots to remedies, from leaves to life, Ghana's traditional herbal healing power is rising strong and true.
The whole day no na the akobane se ukopiem e kwa ukutu so ene pitikua yenuanom a won edo eyejene omye akuafo e wo ho ensem aba na ensem aba ne nyina no ene se enei won edo jene ne wia esan se adwadifo mo oman Ghana mu a won eto jene eton etunu eye doso pom kokoton won mfo mani hwe Ghana ha o ye de ani hwe eye Burkina Faso ni Mali ne potamo ene yakofa jene ne deba entenei de edua wa ha ne de a bebre no ano
Happy FM.
Ya dia kamia se ya se ya nsa akuafo no ya aboka yensen treni Isaac Osei a wo apoyema ntemu wodi nani akwakodi ensem yachi woni akuafo no bi akọ akwakodi nkomo a ene akuafo no kiremu se animu ya no se empanyimfo ansori anyina amwa ama de ekoso no wo manfo mani anhwa a na se eye won momdo je ne de ene oyone na beto akoso a atomo yenkwa ahoma ne so ye ne ensem treni Isaac Osei antwetwe nkomo ye ne won twetwe nkomo wi a ye beko ne ye ne empanyimfo na won ewo eye enkura me boss okotoso ene pituku ye ne obedi nkomo sanso ne empanyimfo a won eda wo de ko Facebook why sesi a me no ka se ko Facebook na ko hwe je na yesum de agu ho ye paatofo ye nya je na yesum agu ho ti de wa kire ni nyina ye je ni o de wa kire ni nyina ye je ni
je na ye ho ubetimi ablend bi efreeze ubetimi dehydrate bi iron the powder o say ya ukwa brochure a je na no powder na
use yes of course yeah.
And even just about last week I was thinking na me Jane say me person me experiment me person me dehydrated tomatoes na me blending into powder me pepper into powder na my Jane into powder me we na me dey stew ahwe say menya the same taste the same look and feel ana na wo me team say so say I am posting cooking videos or
yes.
me say my next cooking video no that's what I would want to do because idea way when you say Jane
perishable
we cannot let Jane na ye go way meanwhile okay now say Jane abantu go from unya bebre kakra but just a few months ago Jane baako 10 cedis just a few months ago now so time aso a
Oba bepie mu wo eye enkran edwa so a Jane die ne bo aba fom ni nyina ne say yenuanom a omowo enkuro ahoduo mu no mepa che Burkina, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria me no ka say omo di Jane no aba be Ghana pa na ne ntom da be Ghana ne say Ghana yen sika no I appreciate it and it say o di Jane free eye nkuro we so eba bidru eye Ghana Utonwa sika ubinya no san de come back to Krumwa na say udem nya de a waboka ne sense no yen kru a yen nyomo ebo ahia na se nyomo di dwa no dodo na no se de Ghana sika no a appreciate ntino ba na omode eba eye oman Ghana enu a akwakoba no na ama Ghana fo mo omudua geni ewo Ghana no omo nso omo ho akwakokire wo ma de kire se omode ne ba no ebo na omode ba no ya de ebo no ewo efom enti Ghana fo no etumi eton na udru eye Ghana so a esanse yankasa na ye do ewo so transport free na fuom de ba eye ekwan ho esanse kwan obefa so die free fuom mu dia ba kwan no enya de obenyanta bobo ya ne tractor yi eno na omode twen na nu atu asan de car asan afa ede afaka aba bidru eyankan ne miam ye jakesi a wodi Jane nti bidru ho no no esanse Ghana sika na mu nti wo nse no no ase ni sika no ekosoro kakra na minia sefa so ba bidru afam plains eni Kwadwo ankasa ye ka sin kuaya ekamia ye se omati ase na dia eye nsumutie ne se bese afia chase ebe nyina ensu adi nsu ba se area na ensu nto ewo ho no enu nti no nipa bi a wo hunu se sasa se yanta na hunu so ma ye se jenefo ni nyina eye irrigation na irrigating edwuma ye no wo beto fuel wo pumping machine wo cables and sana as a apafo a wo befa wo asase ba kwa ye course apafo a wo so no me hani mani nka wo bedu be 2000 eno mugu onipa ba kwa afuom a omo ya asase no yantam no mu eye afuo no na ebino mu kira wo hwe area nkromienu a mebo mu din ba kwa east ba kwa ye kwa east no eye kotoso na pitiku ewo kwa south municipal no mu say through district yi peno apafo a ewo mu eye adwuma no me hane mani nka on betu be 40,000 amodo so pa e de kire se minim they dia don come ni abosi Jane phone omonya obekọ emma emerima omo a omo etutu omo a omo eduabia omo twa Jane bebre kwa na ennisent na ye be stressing ka great ministry ni betumi a onfa na mi nkire apaw area na say o mampeni call eye Japan ye hunu so ode emufu eba afam place ye be bi so emufu so ewo ho no pa enti so omo ni tuase ana so omo nim say afam place omo di kwaye ebekọ no omo mani nkokuafo na omo eka de omo bobi papa oba akofo ene na ekasa no afi na say ebra Jane Bremu no hall na wa hall niema aduane a wapa de Jane no a wapa no sɛ na wɔtwe yɛ no ba bɛtɔ so anhwɛ papa no ɔbɛbɔ ka nhwɛ yi a ne ɛbɛyɛ no no ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa enti na abɛsrɛdeɛ na ɔmde srɛ sɛ ɔmo nka sɛ ɔmo a ɔmowɔ other neighboring countries no ɔmo mfa ɔmo gye ni ɛma na mmom ɛyɛ season wei sɛ ne yɛ season a ɔmo akurafoɔ no ɔmowɔ Ghana no ɔmo dɔ gye ni ɛde bɛdwa so anka bɛtumi aban no ɛnstɔpo neighboring countries no ɛma Ghanafoɔ no ɛntumi ntɔn within 2-3 months ɔmo sɛ no gye ni no ne asa ɛwɔ Ghana na afei deɛ ɔmo a ɔmo firi yɛ neighboring countries no ɔmo nso tumi ɛde ɔmo deɛ aba ɔmo nso ɔmo nso ɔmo de ɔmo deɛ kɔ kuro foforɔ so ɛkɔ kɔtɔn wɔ berɛ a aha sɛ nso nneɛma ɛkɔ wei sɛ nti ɔmo nkasa aban no nsi obi ɛho kwan a ɔntumi ɛma mɛtɔ na mmom sɛ Ghanafoɔ no twam gye ni na ɔmo nhwɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛma Ghanafoɔ no atɔn mo gye ni no awie ansa na other neighboring countries no ɔmo nso de bi bɛba a ɔmo tumi de bi aba nti bɛba ɛnyɛ gye ni nko ebi do aburo na ɔhwɛ aburo a ɔmo akɔdo paa wɔ ɛyɛ Kwawu area hɔ nom a there's no ɛnyɛ nwanwa sɛ yɛaka sɛ Afram Plains ɛne Kwawu ɛyɛ the food basket of the country as aban no ɛni bɛkɔ hɔ nom paa yi a agreki paa deɛ ɛbɛtumi ayɛ yie paa ɛwɔ Afram Plains nti sɛ pa mekɔduru hɔ nom no mekan mede bɔtɔ ɛna aba bɛtwe fie egu hɔ nom ase nyame amfa fie ne na wɔtwe mmienu ɛba bɛtɔ so a ɛka a ɛbɛboro agu akuafoɔ hɔ nom no ɛnhyɛ mmabunu nso nkran ɛso wɔmfa wo ho nwura kɔ adwuma yi na wɔntumi ɛnyɛ nanso menim sɛ aban a ɔsɛ fie kɔ adwuma ɛyɛ deɛ a ɛda n'akoma so ɔpɛ sɛ obi biara ɛtumi ɛyɛ nti sɛ fa neɛ ɛkɔ so no ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ ahomete sɛ aban bɛtie yɛ na wobɛhwɛ a ɔmfa n'ani ɛnkyerɛ Kwawu ɛyɛ kotoso ɛne ɛyɛ pitiku ekurom na nkɔkɔfɛ gyeni a yɛakɔ gu hɔ nom asɛ na wɔto mmienu ba bɛtɔ so a ɛbɛyɛ ɛka ama ɔma a bank nso ɛbɛtaataa akuafoɔ a ɔmo nso ɛwɔ hɔ nom
Isaac, wobɛtumi atwa mfoni de ama yɛn yɛpɛ sɛ yɛhunu asase yantam no de dodoɔ acres ahe ɛna wɔn ɛde dɔ ɛyɛ gyene ɛwɔ hɔ sɛdeɛ wodi kanka apaafoɔ mu hɔ nkwan bɛyɛ mpem aduanan no deɛ na kyerɛ sɛ asase yantam paa ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ a wɔn ɛde yɛ gyenefoɔ no sɛ ɛkɔba no sɛ ɛne no aban ne to anamɔn sɛ yɛmpene ɛma amanfoɔ nkɔnkɔfa gyene no bi mfamfiri abɔntene mfa ma ɔman mu na yɛka sɛ yɛde ani ɛkyerɛ mu wɔ Afram Plains mmea ahodoɔ a wɔbɔbɔ soɔ no a wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ gyene afuo ama aso ɔman Ghana nyinaa so afamu no
yɛ mu a ɛnkyɛ yɛ bia a great minister ɛde helicopter akɔ survey ɛyɛ Afram Plains nsaase ehunu nneɛma yɛbɛtumi aduadua ɛwɔ Afram Plains ɛhɔ nom ɛnti no ɛnyɛ kɔ adwuma ketewa ɛna afe wei sei na amanfoɔ ɛyɛ ɛwɔ ɛhɔ nom ɔmo yɛ nsuo ntɔ adeɛ a ɛtwa nso no nsuo ɛntɔ nanso irrigation paa deɛ ɔmo asase a ehwɛ mfidie machine pumping machines ɔmo de big machines ne to Afram nsuo nom na ɔmo atwe na ɔmo atete so na afei ɔmo de small machines no ato pipes atoto mfomfo nti wohwɛ videos na bɔ nse pipes ɛde dada mfomfo nom ɛno na spray nsuo egu ɛyɛ ɔmo gyene a ɔmo ɛyɛ no ɛso nti nipa ɛyɛ adwuma nipa ɛinvesti papa wɔ Afram Plains a ɛnya asɛm ketewa a ɔmo kyerɛ mu a ɛyɛ bank loan ɛna ɔmo nso ɔmo agye a ɔmo ɛde yɛ adwuma san sɛ aban no akyerɛ ɔmo sɛ afe wei sɛ ɔde n'ani ɛkyɛ Afram Plains ama kuayɛ adwuma atumi akɔ so ɛnu bie mu no nso no ɔmo ankasa ɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmo abusua so ɔmo betumi ahwɛ san sɛ ɛno na adwuma a ɔmo tumi yɛyɛ ɔmo sɛ na ɛsan sɛ nsuo ntonti na ɔmo nkɔ aburofuo mu ɛsan so kɔ aburo mu a ɛno na yɛ ana agye nneɛma bebree nti ɔmo kun sɛ ɛdi a betumi ama ɔmo akwanya ama ɔmo tumi adua no britie mu no ɛyɛ gyene ɛno nti na ɔhwɛ asase yantam odi n'anim a emu a yɛnhu emu so papapapapapa
Isaac maame fa osia maame kɔ ahoma no so ho na yɛ na wase ɛsan sɛ owura ɛyɛ Ibrahim Abdallah ɔno yɛ kasamafo ɛde makoto so farmers association wakan sa ɛwɔ ahoma no so owura Abdallah anopa miɛ nwakye mu akɔ aba sesia no situation no ɛwɔ mugye na ahodoɔ a ɛnɛ matwa no ɛho nsanka no te sɛn wadaroma
yo Mr. Fa me mama cha ma fidi kasi so ya Happy FM
na me
kakra me kanfa ye kua ye wa se ye doje ne wa hapa afi sempoa e de kopim de so ene Afram Plains nyina no je na fu na ye adwuma kasia ye wa se na irrigation na ye de eye bosome mienu kura ne enso ento mpotem ha enso ye twi nsuo eguso ebi no mo yusu outers etwi nsuo be outer ne ba ko 12 and o ma san de agu amena mu ansa o ma san atwe de agu ndobaye ne so na so ye ndobaye ba ye bank loan
na je say Oro Abdullah that say afimu ni nyina no mutimi do je ni
edu season bi to say me mu an ya ye tadua ahaje ye sha se dua nti bedru August September October de na ya haje ni no aba nti 3 months and ahaje ni no elastic.
Okay. But na zenka mu use irrigation in there na zenka all year round zenka ose mutimi dua je na nambwa
na so ya times na ya Nigeria de ni Niger de ne ba system ni mu a ma ya ha de no ye nto omo na sa mo currency ni ntino omo se sabegu ase a tana beton ni bia no eye ma o nti ama sa season ni ye hwe so omo de ne ya ekofom they say so omo hodo na omo tuje na omo de gu ha kopim sa season no na afi omo de aba nti ama ye de no eba enibuo ana asa na ye water no so nti no ya nya prices ana na ama adwuma no aboye ka se binu timi ye kra bank loan no ontimi enkonkotua na yesre aban se omwaye na Nigeria ni Niger for no se obetimi a won limit omkas na eba ewura Ghana no kakra na yeso yentimi nton ye niema no resatofo ni se Nigeria ni Niger niema no begu market na amount be fa ha de na onto
na eno de Oro Abdullah eno de we be say ya research na mo de ato aban anim de nemo no kro wo mu ne se yadwadifo no a no mo edwe mo pe eko na omkofa eje no ede ba mo ne adwadifo a wo mo ton jene e wo mamu no mo nsa osudie ne mo nkita hodie no etesen
ye ni o ma di nsawaso a na de o ka ne se o mehwe no na Hausa for o jene market for no o Hausa for and o wo Busanga for and o wo Kusase for enti na nka o ye se nka o ntete o cars no dodo na o fa ba ne so enso no o ka Kusase for ne kra o de eba na Hausa for na kra o de eba na Busanga for ne so akra aba enti na market no abetwoku etwoku sa so na ye so farmers na ye wa ha no ye adwuma no akoye basa se jene no ye new facility e beti di agu ho nti utu a ne boy fuo ne boy de so wo de market
na ekoba ne sa no a se ne se de wo kan ene kanu na mo bo no anya ade amu nya mfaso e de afri mu dwuma di amodie no
be ye boka pa na adwuma so a ye no mimi se mi kita workers be 50
Ukuta workers be 50.
Yeah.
How many acres now?
Me yeah for be 50 acres.
We have for be 50 acres.
Yeah.
And Ukuta workers be 50.
Yeah, nti me chama mo worker bi ahwe 1 acre. Worker bi ahwe 1 acre.
Nti ya the personal Abdullah say worker bi ahwe 1 acre. Ukuta 50 acres. 50 acres no say season no e ko na wie ya. Jene kutuko dodo ahe na otiminya.
Oh, ye jene no say ebo a ekabia to be my 60 to 70 bucks.
Ekabia to be my 50 to 70 bucks.
Yeah, 60 to 70 bucks.
Multiplied by a year 50 acres now one.
Yeah.
But say sika would shemu as compared to sika winyano. And also can't say.
Say a kobasi jene ne bo e was from last year say year harvesting ninya 1,200. Intimity bibia no na mitimi kotua me bank loan etua adwuma ye for ne ka. Wow, this year no ye sharp you know I'm say 800 cedis. 800 no kra wunya toni.
And the all 1,200 per bag.
Per bag.
Okay.
Cocoa butter na ye bi asisu no. Now so this year no I'm say 800 no kra no offer toni na. Wasi market na choku nti na bia job e fa ko. no no so dia ko free mba na answer all day usika abrel also bank loan wa ko je no say risky nti ama yesra ba ne say anka o mun limite Nigeria for ni Niger for ni Morocco for na anka yeso ye ne ma ne yetimi aton anya sika kotua ye bank loan ni ye labels na ya fa o
or Abdullah twemfuni kakra kire yen because nkura hodo no abo so no enhwemu ya ne yehunu ni se yensase yantampa ne gusa nkuru nyina ne so se ye kanu ye jenefo ankasa wona ye kasamafo edema kotoso for example kotoso ekes dodo ahe ena modedo jene
kotoso me kan ni nyina mbo mu ye na so betimi adu 2000 acres
ena modedo jene non kwa mo fa bibia enka ho bio
yi ni etu jene na ya sha se be kakumba nkruma watermelon sa na ya ye no
muko no nipa dodo ahe ena wo mu eye jene wo musika sem enema eye ene ukọ eye yakasa mfoni ni so a ukọ Facebook a jena emze masumagu ho enye bags nketwa sesi anu atofo
baako afuomu no
onipa baako afuomu no
oba besi akra afuomu no
Pati
obi sa century ni na obeka che oba besi ano onukra okasae
onunko ane de no nti ene ya atofo mai ene ya atofo mai sen na eye obi besie feeling ni tie among say kuafo a won atumi ado jene me ne okasae wo matwai
ama ya botupa efi say ye fie na ye de akwaji loan ye de fie na ye de akwaji loan bank ana ye de do afuo no nti ekoba ne tin a wanyi sika na nkotua o ma be sizi o fie no enam sa ne nti na ma ye ni atutu aka ye nsam nti yesu frɛ aban ene agric ministry no onye ne bibi ma be se jene ne yetu a ya ha sei no ye intimi store nso nya to a wo bo a wo ye den a aju tu the market nti yesra aban na onhwe ma ye ne yesu intimi nton ye ne ma ne ye sika enkotua ye bank loans
se jene no mutu a aye dimrahe ansa na sei
utu na se wo betimi ahodo de betimi adibe 2 months kra na so ye no ye ni beebi sa nti ye nya tu ya na atofo no aba beto wo afuo ni so na o ma hyehyɛ ne botoboto e de come market
anti adesradia na mugusu amode to empanyimfo animu mo ne MMCs ahodo mo wo mmea ahodo a mumfuo no wo mo ne mo dinsa wo so edi ensem na mo ka kire mo
ye ne MC a wo ye mpotem ha sei adi ho nkomo ama ono so obesu akire aban no ama o ma be ye krabo na so still ano ye nya hu hweye ebo no ba na ye ba fom ti ama ye hu de ye afi so na ye wura ye ha sei no rainy season mu September na ya nso tai eto wa nso nya to guje ne so a ope wu mpe o ubetu
Ora Abdullah me na wase emrepa me besan wadi nkomo bio Ora Abdullah kasamafo edima
Mr. Fa me da sepa ni APF watie fo nyina
ye da se o jemre na no twe nkomo so o kansem ba ko se ye ni ba bia ye digu gini be ndijene no tienfa ne se o kan ye o se ebia wane ka bia timi man ye fancy 50 bucks wane ka bia man 50 bucks multiplied by a year 50 acres but so you can know that's 2,500 bucks of a journey. Yes. That's from one farmer.
Yes.
Yeah, here move 10-15% into togu to pay with me. I say. Yes, bit me I say. That means waboka.
But if there is enough land, acres,
yes.
then there is more land.
Yes, there is.
And see, we need to build storage around there.
Yes.
But my point is that even after, say yate jene no akostore egu no, the lifespan they are saying, and that's the shelf life they are saying. How long will it take for it to be at a dry place for?
2 months. After 2 months, what happens to it? Yankwa Humana Zone, Fatima Sambabu, by Yankwa Humana Suyani, a year Ura Edward Carwe, Secretary General for the Agricultural Workers Union and Nutrition on this particular issue, and then extend a conversation into the larger phenomenon of wastage, especially along the agricultural value chain. Mr. Carre, good morning and welcome to the Happy Morning Show.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
But I trust you're well.
I'm doing well. The weather is good for all of us.
The weather is good for farming.
It's good for farming. I'm telling you, the rains are very moderate for now. And across the country, the crops are experiencing a good moment.
The crops are indeed experiencing a very good moment. And if you happen to go to around our front plains, we have farmers who have cultivated their onion. They are calling for help because they say that buyers are not coming in to purchase their products. I know we have spoken about issues having to do with the value chain, carting products from farms to the market centers. It looks as if, from what we are hearing from them, nothing really has changed.
Well, let me try and explain that. Let me correct something. I'm no more the general secretary. I'm just the former general secretary.
Former
now.
general secretary. Thank you very much.
Yeah. But so thank you for the opportunity to continue to share my views on these issues. One of the major challenges for Ghana's agriculture is not only about production. It's about what you do after production. And that is the most distasteful thing for a farmer. Even we know that in Ghana, it's not easy to go into production, to access credit, labor, and all that. The challenges that go with agricultural production in this country. Now, if a farmer defies all these odds to produce, and at the end of it, you cannot get market for your produce, then you are likely to lose over 50% of your production cost. And that you cannot continue to produce when much of your cost is not recovered. So the experience of the onion farmers falls in line with what we already have as a perennial challenge for agricultural producers in the country.
Why have we not done anything about it?
It's about lack of commitment to doing the right thing. We have, over the period, years back, claimed that agriculture is the backbone of the economy. We also know that when agriculture does well, it brings down inflation. So if you look at our national inflation figures, almost 50% and sometimes above 50% of the inflation is caused by agricultural sector. So if you're able to address the agricultural sector, then you bring down your inflation. Apart from that, it is the sector that can create many more jobs for people, particularly in the rural area. And it makes them to stay there instead of moving into the cities and towns where there are no jobs. So we know what agriculture can do for this country. It serves as the foundation. And most of our industry manufacturing sector takes agricultural produce as raw materials. So is the foundation. But unfortunately, as you know, and those listening as know, we have not, as a country, been successful in addressing these challenges over the period.
So that contributes to the wastage that we happen to see along the agricultural value chain. If you happen to hear that 3.2 million metric tons is lost, I'm talking about food, is lost annually. It translates into about 762.32 billion Ghana cedis. How do you feel when you hear some of these figures?
You know, as a farmer myself, and I'm saying this is the most distasteful time for a farmer. After going through all the challenges, you produce and you watch your produce go to waste. Look, if you take yam, it's a highly perishable crop or tuber. By the time from the farm gate, it will be transported to the urban center. A large proportion of it goes to waste. And we all know, even we those who are in the cities and towns, when you buy yam and go and keep it down, by the time you realize part of it is rotten. So it means from farm gate to the table of the consumer, much of our food is wasted. The same thing with all, you talk about oranges, you talk about plantain, you talk about what? Just mention tomato, almost all our agricultural produce. This is how we suffer. So I understand. And that is why if you want to really drive this economy forward, we must be able to reduce the post-harvest losses on agriculture. In fact, in some of the produce, up to 35%, 40% experience in post-harvest losses. Yeah. And when we talk about post-harvest losses, it's from the farm gate to the table of the consumer. Because if you buy the yam example I've given, until you eat it, it can get rotten anytime.
True.
The plantain, until you put it in your mouth, it can get rotten at any time.
True.
All that is considered as what? Post-harvest losses. And it is huge in Ghana.
If we are to tackle this, what do we need to do? How do we start?
It's a simple matter. Once we know the magnitude of our problem, then we will now know what measures and solutions are appropriate for it. And we must take it gradually. If you take the case of the onion, what are we doing as a country to identify all the areas that produce onions, the time that they produce it or they harvest it, and then how do we support them to get these onions to the market centers? In fact, there is no established, to the best of my knowledge, that ensures that there is ready market for onion producers or rice producers or yam producers immediately they harvest. In fact, if you're a farmer and you go through all this drudgery, and at the end of the day, you have to look for market for yourself, it is you cannot just do it. So the market part of the produce should be taken up by some other people rather than the farmers. But the reality on the ground is that many of our farmers will have to produce and still look for market for themselves. It makes them inefficient when it comes to marketing side. They may be efficient in production,
true,
and which we should encourage them to do so, and allow the marketing side to be taken over by somebody else. But unfortunately, we have not been able to arrange our agricultural system in that way. But you see, I'm saying it is possible because, or we have done it because, if we take cocoa like this, when we produce, the farmers should concentrate on the production. after production, there are already marketing institutions that will come and take over the cocoa. Whatever they do with it, it is no more the concern of the cocoa farmer. We can do this in other areas, crop after crop. You see, and when we do this, give us a decade, we'll be able to solve all these problems, post-harvest losses, bring it down to the lowest level. We can do that. But that's what we are not doing. Come to our market centers. When they bring oranges, what do? They just pour them on the floor or on the ground. Our plantain, our everything. There is no regulation on how or support on how to store those ones. You see, all these things, these are the things that we need to, and I'm not saying that it can be done overnight, but we must be systematic in addressing. That's why I'm even giving a decade. There have been various methods that have been used in the past to try and resolve these matters, but they are short-lived. For instance, you bring plantain from Western North and bring it to Accra, and then you come to the ministries and sell it. We kicked against it. We say it will not go anywhere. Today, where is the result? We just wasted our time, but it will not go anywhere. So we need to have enduring measures and be systematic with them.
Do you have a feeling that the agricultural sector in Ghana specifically has been neglected over a period of time?
I won't say it's neglected. I will say that we don't actually want to understand the agricultural sector.
Okay.
The agricultural sector is like a forest. And when you stand at a distance and look at the forest, you will think that it is one big tree until you get into the forest. When you get into the forest, you see different types of trees and sizes in the forest. When you talk about the agricultural sector, when you get inside there, you break it down. You have rice, you have maize, you have tomato, you have onions, you have this. Their challenges are not exactly the same. So this is where we fail in doing. We need to break it down and then support them in their needs. And that's why I'm saying that it has to take a systematic approach. You can adopt, say, rice, and then you want to make sure that you deal with the rice challenge in this country. You can adopt onions, because in every meal, almost every meal, you'll find onions there.
True.
So it is something that we must consume all the time. So what do you do to it? But I am not aware of a systematic, scientific approach to addressing onion production and then storage and so on. And that goes with all the others. So it can be done. But you see, unfortunately, we are too much eager to get results. I mean,
which perhaps stems from our lack of understanding of the agricultural sector.
It's lack of understanding, and then our lack of commitment to doing the basic. It's like a car. You know, you can't overstep certain things. You move from first gear, you go to second gear, you go to third gear, and so on.
True.
But if you want to jump from first gear to fourth gear, you can spoil the car in any time. So I'm saying that as a country which is to be led by the government and the agricultural sector, is to make sure that we take systematic approach to dealing with it. But unfortunately, we have not been doing that. Sometimes, and the politicians, when they come with very nice slogans, words, what we are going to do. But at the end of the day, they don't do that. Again, let me just cite this example also. If you are sending fertilizer to a farmer or to farmers, first we have to ensure that the fertilizer gets to the farmers.
True.
When it gets to the farmers, it is not enough to stop at that point. You have to also make sure that the fertilizer is used for what it has been given for.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that? The farmer can also use part of the fertilizer for that particular farm and sell some of them to make some little money, or take some of the fertilizer and put in another farm and distribute it among a number of farms.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the day, you will not have the required output. These are things that we have to break it down and do it from regional to district, and then to communities, so that we can have an efficient agricultural production system.
So we need a form of an overhaul of the projects, the programs, and initiatives, and have a proper blueprint that takes into consideration the respective subsectors within the agricultural sector, and then we tackle them looking at the idiosyncrasies or the uniqueness of each of the subsectors. We cannot just have a single blueprint that will be applied to the cocoa sector, to the onion sector, to the cassava sector, to the vegetable production sector, and all of that. We need to have a blueprint that takes critical look at all of these sectors.
Exactly. And then more so, we are not interested in the results. We are so much interested in the intentions of the policies. And policy intentions is one thing. It's like a promise.
True.
Don't be celebrating over promises. Celebrate after outcomes.
We've seen the results, yeah.
And you've seen the results. And this is what we need to do. And then mostly it is about the implementation. And the difficulty is about the implementation, not necessarily the policy. Two people, one person can sit up and write a very nice policy. But when it comes to implementation, you go to the field to implement. And a number of factors come into play.
True.
So the commitment must be there. And it is lack of this managerial commitment that is leading the agriculture sector to be what it is, and which no one is proud of today. If you're a farmer, you just count on your God. You can't predict anything. When you produce, who is going to pick? And I'll tell you today, if you look at the weather conditions, and we are likely to have a bumper harvest of maize and the rest in the country. Price of maize is already dropping.
True.
Now, where is our plan to take care of the bumper harvest?
Yeah.
Before we realize we are there, and everywhere we are now running helter-skelter. So you see, it needs this type of monitoring and planning to take care of things.
Mr. Karoe, it's always insightful having a conversation with you. My final question will be, if we are not able to, for example, some of the suggestions that you've given to us this morning, if we are not able to implement all of them, are we foreseeing possible food security hitting us anytime soon? Food insecurity, I may say.
Yeah, as for Ghana, we have not yet reached a stage of food security. And as a technical person, we should avoid the word food security. Using that word food security.
Why?
What is food? When you are going to eat wache, there are a number of things that are put in the wache. Every food we eat. Are we going to be food secured when it comes to maize? Self-sufficient in maize, or in rice, or in onions, or in tomatoes, or in plantain? And so, as a country, we should focus on a number of areas, crops, that we think that we can be sufficient, self-sufficient in them. But that does not mean we should neglect the others. But we should look at where our focus is. when we are looking at the people from Thailand, they are known for what? Rice.
Rice.
Ghana is known for what? Cocoa in the international community. So when it comes to the food crops, what are we known for? You see? So we should break it down that way. But when we are talking about food security, then you can't hold on anybody. And again, because we are unable to store and process our food at the end of harvest, you know, at the harvest time, we have enough. Then come the very few months following, then all is gone. It's rotten. And then we've gone back to hunger. Not necessarily at the national level, but at the individual level.
True.
Because we now need to import. And when, in that case, you see food everywhere, but it is not available to those who need it.
True.
You see, so you go to the rural areas, who are our poor people, and they don't have good food to eat because they have no incomes. And because there's high unemployment in Ghana, many people don't have incomes to be able to access quality food. So again, it affects our quality of food and their food security. So it's not just about the availability of the physical food stuff you see, but it's about also the ability of Ghanaians to access that food, particularly our Ghanaian compatriots who are below the poverty line. Yes.
Mr. Kare, let me thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to have a conversation with us this morning. And it's been insightful. I think we need to advance some of these conversations. This is what will drive growth and development in our country. It's a pleasure speaking to you this morning.
I'm very grateful, sir.
Ora Edward Kare, a former General Secretary of the Agricultural Workers Union, now TCL and Nutrition Common, and I mean, a lot of pointers in this particular conversation, but what do I do? What do I sort to form 18? You understand where we have started from and why we are here. And I remember very well, sir, during those times when we were in primary school, kindergarten, one of the issues that we kept on mentioning was the fact that one of the problems or challenges within the agricultural sector is from the farm gate to the respective marketer. And as we speak now, we continue to talk about the fact that leading to our farms, but food is a national security matter because you know quite the bit media bomb and I was of the belief, sir, and as we speak now, you bet me a policy and I say a national blueprint for our agricultural sector, which will not be altered by any government or whatsoever. Say, and said, ye oba branabe support in because a bit me aboa ama man for the do no to me and it's not just Adriane, the quantity of it, the quality of the food is also critical. But I come here say ye free so any jai say, oh, there will be amra. Say a chest of pass or a common on Yakwa for the Nibi near the Abba. Just imagine.
Sefah, I think that and will not be the first time we are raising this issue. Even this show, yesterday show, 2020. Even this show, we have spoken severally about food wastage. You can't see a free farms. Say ye do eduane aba ye tu nebi aka farms na pro asay egu. Ye can efa ekwan ya omofa so edifi farms. Edibe pie ekro kese mu. Ye ka abobloshi. Uko ho avocado pear apro
nigu bodier.
I remember say mostly we mentioned bodier especially. Because kokwo to me so still obekwa abobloshi nebi apro egu ho.
Yes.
You can't asem. We cannot continue raising issues yenya solution. And I am honestly surprised that as a farmers no mu nyo bia nka omasem ma omo. And as a omo farms and omu di omo djuma and they don't have the voice to speak. But in reality, farmers are holding us. Farmers and a cry mu. Whatever farm you are doing, farmers and a cry mu. Omo sweat any jumedi omu die and a kekebom wa ebe boom. Emma yenya balanced diet edie. Just last week or last month, ena kosuafo edi omu die buy.
Yes.
So kosuaka honum omu nyaman for momu nton chinwe.
Yes. Ewo domane ni.
Ya beka ho asem.
Yeah.
We cannot continue like this. Say they be farmers. Farming is not easy. And a farming is not we are ready. It takes a lot of time.
True.
And resources.
True.
No baby and I say beka or farm I say kwa. Then what's the point? And I feel say yeah did grow yeah like we are not serious. What will it take to have storage facilities? Even if it is not going to stop the eventual rot of whatever you do. At least no if prongu farm so a free farm so storage. We spoke about how seasonal farming I can say season where their body and the hunting body boy. These people are using irrigation. Meaning they can farm all year round.
All year round.
If they farm all year round, they do any bua then pan a day. Yeah, man, I say. Last several years ago, or was it? It could be 3 years. And on Becca is the University of Ghana, or more develop BBR. You better kosuya into powder.
Yes, into powder. Yes. Bekaipa.
Yenso. Na me dear, ya me ya madam. Na kakra be come insa na se mitumi ya me powder nneoma na me ye stew na pepepe dia. And I just say business na me ye. Also, we know say you can say find a problem, identify a problem and find a solution.
A solution to it.
Business people, mo amu wo sika no. You identify a problem.
Problem dia mom.
Omu need storage.
Yes.
Omu need facilities are
processing
into other forms.
Value addition.
Akwanya naba. Muntingum. Mo amu wo sika no. Mo per business ideas no.
Yamambi.
Muntingum. Because we cannot continue to grow food and watch them rot.
Imagine the over 700 billion Ghana cedis sitting in Ghana on an annual basis. I'm just saying, just imagine. Out of a year, food wastage in Kwadwo. So I don't know about the year traffic. Just that's within urban areas in Kwadwo. Traffic about $300 million, and then so a year a car bought home as or mine because it reduces air productivity. So say APC car, say Ampani and Passy APC car, there are a lot of ways a bit a lot of ways. More into agro processing and agro business. It's an opportunity for all of us. It's an opportunity for all of us to enter into some of these areas. Say Bayreno, you bit me, Ayen will be before from what you go to preserve Bayreno. When say I think that there are 3 products that I've seen from Brazil.
Okay.
Now, banchano. They have a way of preserving the banchano. They have a way of preserving the potato.
Okay.
The sack. I don't know whether if you come all as well to be that. The potato and the sack. So it's in a freezer.
Oh, okay. Chips.
Yeah, chips.
For example, chips.
Yeah. Of course.
Now I say yam chips. But meaning say a Ghana product. And I say more imported but oma packaging come.
Because they mean
I remember say Obi can say offer chicken a free a Ghanaian farm Ghana hanum. Na fine.
Yeah.
The only problem or work Emma man from pay in Panoramic Cold Store packaging. Sana ya chichira de no.
That's another business opportunity.
Seriously.
For us. So Sikawaha. Because I'm concerned about Sikano.
We cannot continue to chichire plantain chips for rabbim. And venture quite and yes, plantain.
I'm say Ghana for Niji in common home. Young Quay said down there 0551 563 916 0555 657 272 numbers you wait me afraid. Young Tell good morning, didn't be afraid of you. Yes, sir.
Papa.
Oh, and yet I say.
Because topic my page actually.
Intermediate bro.
Enquire one day, 1 day.
Intermediate.
What ya ba?
You go swaka.
Mo ka bibi. Se ni pa we bre. Na odisika obedo bebi na enyama be pro ayento. Abanya ba. De bia Ghana fo na agree. Yana yempado yempewi. Nipa ne kodo odo wi na se sebi. Endo bwane ba na se yanto na se pro a. Se obaba akra. Na se ba ko tuga lamsi.
No kre.
Ana
no kre.
Ba ko tuga lamsi because sebi me ka se the pictures trail. Me the picture and careful as to check the whole asylum down.
Yeah.
Me na ko waste. As to check the whole asylum down. Me say nipa mbeto first and Cameroon fi Cote d'Ivoire. This very year no because of Cote d'Ivoire and Tawantino Ntinyanto. Anka sabi se no pressure pe se ya agree ko ma we mu a. Obia sorry say or pre MP or pre friends governor friends presidency a. Or say o timi set your friends buffer back where be a free. Or set see your friends factory be with me produce your friends ebenya raw material ebe service factory no. And say we no ma we so be so. Nyesa Brand say ya the ben service. They be a concept to go visa na me fanko because who dia unsum apart from say we politician e wo ma we mu who be bia we don for unsum who ko say we mu a we politician na bibia ko politics.
Idi o de togu ne be ko ye ko good morning odi ni ba bia frefio
so for good morning
mejo so Samson go price na some dey aboda mamoje nei I would mu a
if I wouldn't be kotoso de so say o ma ye kwan no ka ni ti kwa ko jina kro nim but me ko mu kwa amate wa hu so wo pa agi so wo pese ye to na 8 million ma o de a agi so di fa boat because the kwan si agi so di fa boat sa ba ko wa do so ansa na no kwa mpo no sika boat no be je wo no bra enyi sika ketwa jene no so say ye bona grow ye be grow sa 2 months 2 weeks na fe ye jai eguwa for 2 weeks na wia no enwo de achen aboso so ehun ana jene no so no cement no man sentem so jene papa no o interview papa no wo the same ka be so said that time na man wo interview me jene wo me jene me wo at the age of 8 years in the 30s in here
and why ya che
and me come 40 sim
oh okay so ya he
aha na bra jene no wo yeah dure ye be bono eti mo fa so ye kafe BBC na ye bono enkuko bie no mo okoko no so mu reje ne mu a bra for ka tuki adoso so mo nye jene bi kromo ma che wo kromo wo ana ye jene kromo a Lawrence be ye jene wo e be ye irrigation wo block 1 block 2 block 3 block 4 block 5 e kroke here adoso de so ayi fi to so ko ti physical de so mo nye jene amante ne ye jene but aye full adoso ye 8 million ayi amate be tuma 4 million 4 million bra no aboka e kwa me say kan ko kan be mini because they dey offer 120 back so anya 120 a aboka
something you have to consider but yan kwa good morning didn't be free
good morning
yes sir
you reckon
Joe me to ngate
papa me chaho Tele asema odiba na pay asema hunya pa yan pay for no agi say almost sorry enye krata so ekasa nkwa na so muka agi so mu go down to the villages and then the fields na kasa no mu die juma uba me kura sisi ya me ka tell ya they see omo do beans pa eye yo ho omudo beans utimu so bitinu do over thousands of acres harvest now so wine auto ya ka rice me village I have always seen what the most biggest valley in Ghana has at now. More rice
Mekai former government, Agric Minister by say, over past half, no man may want this to one factory. But in that process of rice. I'm on one beji assassin over 1,000 acres. What do we hosta? Actually, rice you call the crum. To the show, but free abam. And ye, Juma. Why you crampon now? Would you call a phone crampon? A ancient pin. I disrepa near the moment of Mupase. Ghana, yes, feed the iron wood, dear. I just almost make sure say. Or move back down to the villages and to the farmers themselves. No one just a katakata, Jumana, Moye, or Cromona, or Mutinaka, no Muka can send the Brebeno.
Joe, Mamma, I say, final call. Good morning, Rini Baby Afrifi.
On Monyan for Sefah-Danquah 1.
We a buying a Bobby.
Very well. Now, I pump.
Oba the other man answer.
Never the young quarter. Mammy Boma Basso.
Yeah, that's it.
Sefah-Danquah.
A buying.
Topic out the other 200 pay one. Share. Jamaica Ghana for and say, and say MPP Amanyoko, ye said to me, Esum Diacra say, but 2 about Momwam, or Masaba, Abemukra, Abedi, or my way to be. Sefah-Danquah, okay, planting for food and jobs.
Mekaipa.
Sefa, okay, Sikaya di Remu.
Mekaipa.
Sefa, who say MPP Amanyoko, you almost do my way, papa. Almost do my way, papa. Tell me, now on answer me, saying Nipa that near the Ghana for now, that's who DMPP Amanyoko was. Let me tell you, I'm a Kuma. On my way, you bet me a year, I'm an Abruswo. Sefa, you bet me even agriculture and quiet in your bosu, your economy now, my money now. Yen to me could unquote, I'm a nuclear say a copabusia. Sefa,
no great.
It is a baby here, say to me, Abbey fu. Say, the Omudi Babel agriculture munu. Omusha no man yet is a previous administration. Omudi slogan ba ebe dada Ghana for say planting for food and job. This is kabuti no omudi say sa policy ni munu. I'm for to dear bakukura mbro mine. It is so essentially President Mahama Tiemia. Agriculture minimum say your nusu eya agric eya dead to pa ono. Omu say infasu dear mapa edibe brand Ghana for.
Mama, no, I say, Abai. Final caller. Good morning, we need to be a free.
Good morning, Honorable Sefah.
Bright in here, you come on, Romanca, any we are animal to call.
Why are there?
We are going, you're 1 minute, you go.
The Boa Basu Papa,
that's it.
And yet, present a beer, no bit near the Yamaya College, no. Because you monitor station, even who a cow 1 minute crana, Uberman the Patri craft, there, Kata, Nanyankupo and Koso, I am born by any at the power, the ball, my Ghana.
Amen.
And I was a farming Kata Baby. Let's throw Commander Sugar Factory. Commander Sugar Factory, let's throw. The Uberborn, what the Bia say, yeah, Minister of Agric, Obama Commander Sugar Factory, Asati Ayman. Because Commander Sugar Factory, NDC, John Dramani Mama, SSC John Dramani Mama, and a Dubai. Abandoned and 8 years. I almost see on my yes, I found Yamia do SSC John Dramani Mama, Agric Minister, Honorable Command Mr. Kando, but just an friend.
There be any Agric Minister, or no, your health, Minister. Eric Puku, and Agric Minister.
Honorable Eric Puku, yes, Reno. But say Commander Sugar Factory, no. Obo Modia say best starting operation. Now starting producing sugar. Ediama Ghana for. Yes, some cook first car or Mexica, and some cook sugar, every man on it, and the book room. It's my dear Bakwa, made the more say.
Bryce, thank you very much. More afraid, I think that we need to stay on here agriculture, because there was a story that I saw in one of the newspapers. Cocoa industry, and we'll try as much as possible to have a conversation around that particular issue. Mamena Masimo Amoji Imre, 80 and sharing live on Happy 98.9 FM, live on Facebook at Happy 989 FM. Yada Mosi Nyame Pouch and Ebesensia Akasimedu Amanunsiabo Anopano Baba Transibi. Your friend young composer Chinana Kwadwo Sefah-Danquah. Yemfana sie Emma Joel Sanko. One NA producer, Yemfana sie Emma Nana Amako Junior to your Petina Belfont Tankasian so Facebook out to me, Edwin Creature, we see the tree, Ehunu be. Yankupon Shram non come hona, would you media moody be an insurance you, Emfanguso, Emfa, Emma Yenina. Miss Roswa, happy sports. Ora,